Yeah. It's the UFC 264 watch along. Conor versus Dustin. Let's go. Yes. Whoa.
Did that work?
I don't know.
What the hell happened?
What?
Because I saw the video, but I was hearing AJ, so I'm not sure what happened.
Oh, you were here?
I was hearing AJ too.
I was
had a
singing away,
weird,
man.
I had a weird echo in my headphones there.
I'm not hearing you, Dave.
Oh.
I'm not hearing you.
Dave is cut
Hello?
off again.
Are you hearing me?
Now Dave is going to flip out, man. Here we go. We'll just keep talking. Anyways, before we went
Hello?
to the
Hello?
Yeah, I heard you. Yeah, you're
on. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you now, man.
AJ can hear me, but Fred can't hear me. Fred, can you hear me?
Now I hear.
All right.
Now I hear.
We had some audio issues, I guess, to start the show. There was a weird echo, and then you guys couldn't hear me. I think we're good now. It's okay. The pay-per-view hasn't started, guys. Good. Let's iron out these difficulties now before everything gets started. I'm watching the pre-show or whatever they're doing. The pay-per-view started. They've got Karen Bryant, who I know, and now this guy Max Kellerman, who's a boxing analyst. I'm not really sure what he's doing there other than he works for ESPN and whatever. I saw Stephen A. Smith dressed like Razor Ramon. You see that jacket with the chain? Looks like Razor Ramon. Looks ridiculous.
Listen, listen. The funny thing is that you guys are on the English network. My intern over here screwed up and he put me on the French network, so I'm watching the UFC in French.
Don't
so
lie.
I'm seeing. I swear to God. And listen, I'm seeing George St. Pierre. My comment before. Listen. Before we started the show, I was looking at George St. Pierre and I'm saying, like, what the hell's the matter with this guy's fashion sense? It looks terrible. Somebody's got to help George with that blue jacket and like whatever. I mean, I can't even describe it. You got to get into the French network and watch the UFC in French, and you'll see George St. Pierre commentating with Pac Cote and some other replacements. I'm telling you, man.
I'm going to comment on what most people are seeing, AJ. You're like the only one maybe that's watching our show, that's involved in our show, that's watching the French broadcast. I think we're all watching the American broadcast of UFC 264 tonight. I want to give a shout out to Brooklyn Lizard in the chat, Douglas Hepburn, who's a member of the team. Don't forget to join, become a member. Click that join button right beneath me if you are watching us on YouTube. Shout out to Doug and Nick watching us tonight. Shout out to Anthony McDonough out in London, England, still awake, about 5 a.m. in England time. So shout out to Anthony. Hope you enjoy the fights tonight. Yeah, it's Sunday for Anthony.
Well, listen, man, tomorrow's a big day in London, man. Like at Wembley Stadium, you got Italy versus England. It's going to be sick, man. It starts at 3 p.m. Eastern time here in Montreal, Canada. It's going to be nuts, man. That's why Anthony is he's doing the hardcore. He's going to watch the UFC tonight, and then he's going to go straight into the Euro Cup tomorrow, man. I guarantee you, man. It's going to be a crazy classic match. And just right now, if you don't know, Dave, Argentina just beat Brazil, so they won Copa America. So Messi has finally got his first big trophy.
International.
Good for
trophy.
Good for Messi.
Dave don't give a fuck. Dave doesn't care.
You know what? I'm pulling for Italy tomorrow. But you know what? AJ might just annoy me that too much tonight that I switch, man. Like I'm for Italy right now, AJ. So tone it down a little bit, man. If you go a little too overboard, I might switch.
Freddie, look at back at me, man. Can you see something?
All I see is your shoulder.
Next to Conor McGregor. Well, looking back at me, man. Look, I'm like pulling over.
There's an Italian
I've got the flag ripping. Yeah, there you go, man.
All right,
Conor?
Just before we get to the first fight of the night on the pay-per-view, which will be Sean O'Malley versus Chris Moutinho, I want to run down what we saw so far. Some great prelims here tonight. Zhalgas Zhumagulov defeating Jerome Rivera with a standing choke there. Standing like guillotine, high-angle guillotine choke. Very impressive stuff there from Zhumagulov from Kazakhstan. Nice win there in the first round with a sweet, sweet choke. Brad Tavares beats Omari Akhmedov by split decision. Jennifer Maia gets a close decision win over Jessica Ai. Dricus Duplessis defeats Trevin Giles by knockout. Pretty impressive knockout there from Dricus, I don't know, Duplessis from South Africa. Ilia Topuria knocks out Ryan Hall in the very first round. Guys, we all thought Ryan Hall was going to pull off some Ryan Hall magic. He tried. He was spinning for that Imanari roll. He kept going for it. He kept going for the leg, but he was unsuccessful, and it was one roll too many. He got caught with some punches, and he got finished there.
Dave.
Well, I mean, it was, he put himself on the ground.
Kick.
He put himself on the ground, and he got punched in the face.
Out.
I mean, it's not like he got punched and then knocked down and then continued to get punched in the face. It's not like he got taken down and punched in the face. He threw himself on the ground, and it didn't work out for him, and he got punched in the face too much.
But the
knockout came from a spinning kick. AJ's right on that. But you know what? His rolls weren't working. So like at some point he was telegraphing it, and Ilya I think was just like seeing it come, and you gotta give him props, man. AJ, I don't think you're convinced, but I think he's good. That guy Ilya Topuria,
I'm convinced.
Yeah,
no,
he's good.
He's good.
24 years old.
He's 11-0, man.
24 years old, 11-0, 3-0 now in the UFC. He is from Germany. Ilia Topuria definitely seemed.
No, he's not.
He was born in
He had
Germany.
a Spain flag.
No, he's half Spain. Yeah, he's half. What is he? No, half Spanish and half.
And he had another
Georgian.
flag. He had a Spain and
Georgia.
something else.
Yeah, he's of Georgian descent, but he was born in Germany. I'm just saying. And I think he moved to Spain at the age of 15, according to his biography.
Man,
Topuria. It doesn't matter where he's from.
Failure.
The guy is an ass
That's our
kicker.
failure of the night. He is, man, and that's our failure of the night because we said that was going to be the lock of the night. We told Douglas, put all your money in there. Put your kids, your wife, their house.
That was
and
Patrick.
you know what the problem
is?
is?
Patrick, told.
Oh, it was Patrick.
Yeah.
Well, Patrick's not on tonight, so maybe something happened.
Maybe he's mad.
He's pissed at us.
Sorry, Patrick.
But listen. But it comes down to the rolls were a little bit too much. Hall should have won by submission. I mean,
should have won. He should have won by submission.
He should have won.
I mean,
He should have won by submission.
He wasn't even
that
close.
spin kick.
Yeah,
No, he wasn't
really
close, but it was the spin kick.
He wasn't going to win by submission, period.
No, man.
He was going to lose by decision or get knocked out.
No, you're right. But the thing is that when you're going to throw spin kicks are fancy. They look great. If they hit the mark, you can knock someone out. But the thing with throwing a spin kick, you got to know your range. And if you don't have that range to really get the foot or your heel off the guy's face, it's not going to work. He threw that spin kick, and he walked into it. So it was an easy grab for Ilya. He basically grabbed it either by luck or whatever. But that was the problem.
For you to say that Ryan Hall should have won by submission, it's like, yeah, well, shoulda, woulda, coulda, man. I mean, a lot of shit could have happened, but it just doesn't work out the way you want it to work out. Yes, we all picked Ryan Hall. We all picked Ryan Hall. We all thought Ryan Hall was going to pull it off. We were incorrect. These things happen. But thankfully, Patrick C. Hamilton says he's not mad. He didn't even have a chance to bet. So that's good, Patrick. He didn't lose money on Ryan Hall. Fred and I both did. We put our money where our mouth is. When we feel a certain way, we go for it. But didn't work out for that. But as far as the main card,
the other guy's good.
We're going to give.
I'm always feeling Ryan Hall, but I was scared for this fight. And the other guy is good. I think we're going to see him in big fights.
Yeah, he's dangerous, man.
I think so too, man.
Dangerous standing up. He looked really good. He's got a black belt, apparently, in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He can definitely defend the attacks from a high-level grappler like Ryan Hall. This guy, Givi, is giving it to AJ, saying, what the is you talking about? Give Ilya his props. And I agree. I thought Ilya looked great tonight. Very impressive stuff. AJ doesn't want to give him his props.
What are you talking about? I'm
that's
giving him his props.
Sure,
he's amazing.
All right. As far as Max Griffin as well, getting a nice win over Carlos Condit, and Michel Pereira getting a decision win over Nico Price, probably fight of the night so far. Incredible stuff between those two guys. We've got Chris Moutinho just stepping into the octagon right now. He's about to face off with Sean O'Malley. O'Malley coming in as a huge favorite in this fight. I think we're all picking O'Malley to win this one.
I told AJ this fight, O'Malley needs to finish this fight, and impressively, or at least dominate. Like if it's gonna go to decision, I want him to be dominating, because this is Like, who is this guy? Moutinho. We haven't really heard of him before. So.
Well, no, yeah, he's another
unless
guy.
he's
He
a
was
very
fighting in
good
the
talent.
CFFC. Yeah, he is. He was fight. Actually, this is another guy that was fighting on the James Mancini card as well. He's another guy from the CFFC. Pretty decent record. But yeah, he's a last-minute stand-in.
What's
and
his
you know
record?
What? His record, I'll tell you right now. It is.
It doesn't matter what his record is. What?
9 wins, 4 losses. Listen, he's from Massachusetts. But regardless, we'll see what happens. Anything can happen. And
He's
back
the
to
biggest.
Ilya, man. Yeah, I didn't diss that guy. Are you kidding, man? That guy's amazing.
Yeah, we're moving on. He's this guy here. Moutinho is the biggest underdog on the card, plus 700. Sean O'Malley minus 1100, the favorite. So far, we haven't seen a single underdog get a victory tonight. Every favorite has cashed in so far at UFC 264. 7 straight favorite victories. Moutinho would be a pretty huge underdog to get the victory. None of us really expect it to go down. As far as the rest of the fights tonight, all of us going with O'Malley. How about Irene Aldana taking on Yana Kunitskaya? I think Aldana, she missed weight, 139.5 for the 136-pound limit fight. I got Kunitskaya in that fight. Who do you guys have?
Are you kidding me?
No. I'm asking you.
I'm going to follow you, Dave.
All right.
Kunitskaya.
All right, forget it, AJ. I don't even care about your pick. We'll get to it when the fight happens. Tuivasa and Greg Hardy. I know I picked Greg Hardy. Who did you guys have for that one?
Tuivasa.
With Ty, man.
All right.
Yep.
Tuivasa is the favorite in that fight as well. I've got Greg Hardy to pull off the upset. Wonder Boy and Gilbert Burns. I think Freddie and I both going with Wonder Boy, right? And AJ going with Gilbert Burns, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, actually, we got called out on Instagram from the president of Manscaped. In fact, he actually asked us if we were going with Thompson. And, we answered back that it was you and Freddie going with Thompson and myself going with Gilbert Burns. And I think even GMAC went with Gilbert Burns. Listen, that's going to be, in my opinion, the fight of the night. Honestly, at this point, the fight of the night is Nico Price with Michel Pereira. That was an incredible fight. An amazing, amazing fight. But we'll see. I called, Thompson Burns fight of the night. We'll see if it actually lives up to the hype.
I think it's going to be a good fight. I think Wonder Boy wins a decision in that one. And then the main event, Freddie and I both going with Dustin Poirier to beat Conor McGregor. And AJ still believing in Conor McGregor. I'm wearing a Conor shirt tonight. I'd like to see Conor win. I think he's good for the sport. He's good for MMA. He brings interest in. He brings new fans. He's an exciting personality. The more he wins, the better it is for the UFC. I just don't see it happening. Welcome.
What? What's going on?
Jason Pete on the chat. He is a member
Mexico.
of the team. He says, never heard of Moutinho. No offense, but unless the guy is really lucky, this is an easy one for O'Malley. Bruce Buffer doing the introductions right now. O'Malley, Moutinho about to get underway in front of a sold-out T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas.
Fighting a small person, man. 5'11"
Listen,
against 5'7", 72-inch reach, 68. I mean, come on. O'Malley should be winning here for sure.
Man,
AJ.
This guy Moutinho looks like Dustin Poirier, man, a younger version. But you know what? Jason, I was going to say James Mancini fought on the same card with this guy Moutinho in the CFFC championships.
Yeah, you said that.
Yeah, I don't know, but I don't know if Jason heard me, but he was. I seen him fight. He's not bad. He's not a bad fighter. Listen, anything could happen, man.
That's
Plus, with
true.
that green hair.
Good point,
Listen,
AJ.
with that
Anything
green hair,
could happen.
Anything could happen, man.
Yep. Sean O'Malley's got some pretty wild hair, too. They both have, crazy hair going.
Yeah, but the other guy has, a notch above, man. O'Malley's got the Caribbean dreadlocks, and Moutinho has, Irish green going
dreadlocks. Those are not
Well,
dreadlocks.
they look like it a bit.
No,
what
those
are
braids.
Braids?
Braided.
Yep.
Braided.
It's not dreadlocks. It's a big difference, but that's okay,
Well,
AJ.
I should have said dreadlocks. Yeah,
That's
more
okay.
like braids.
You don't know the difference.
Herb Dean.
You don't have hair. What do you know about it, right? Take the hat off. What
Listen,
do you know about hair?
If I could grow, I swear, if I could grow my hair, I'd put dreadlocks. I don't give a rat's ass. I'd color my hair green.
My 3-year-old daughter asked me this week why I cut my hair where I have a bald spot, so that was pretty.
No.
Why
Yeah,
did
she
you
goes,
just cut your hair
"Dad,
there?
Why you cut your hair there?"
So the
this
fight is on, boys.
Yeah, the fight is on. We're at 4:48, 47, 46, 45 in the first round. O'Malley with a nice leg kick right away. Seemed
He
to
keeps his
stumble
hands very low,
Moutinho.
O'Malley.
Come
Like
on,
he really
O'Malley,
keeps
make it
those
quick,
low
man.
hands. Oh man, Moutinho came out strong. He came out with some nice punches, some kicks. He's pushing O'Malley back.
Is
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
But listen,
Moutinho is in
I'm
the
a couple
center of the
seconds
octagon,
back,
I
and-
guess. But I mean, O'Malley's
Look at
landed a
that.
couple punches.
He's aggressive. He's aggressive, man. The kid's aggressive.
All right. Well,
Oh.
he just ate a pretty nice right hand.
Yeah, he did. But
Yeah.
it didn't stop him. He's still pushing O'Malley back.
Yeah, sure. So that was the first right hand. We're like a minute into the fight. We'll see how this progresses, but so far I think Sean O'Malley's pretty comfortable. But Moutinho seems game. You know, he seems definitely aggressive. Are you picking Moutinho in this fight, AJ? I don't understand.
No. I went with
okay.
O'Malley, but I'm kind of impressed with like
You
the
just
first
want
minute and a
Moutinho,
half
or-
here.
I don't understand.
No, I listen, man. I just want to see a
O'Malley
good fight.
hype train done.
No, I not well.
Ooh, nice 1-2 from O'Malley.
Yeah, that was nice.
Nice
Nice
kick,
front kicks.
push kick to the body, head
Did
kick,
you see that?
jab. Ooh, he's got to
Whoa,
be careful
whoa,
though.
whoa,
Like O'Malley
Moutinho.
does. Like, okay, Moutinho's not landing anything. O'Malley is landing at will, but O'Malley does seem to be. You know, he walks back with his chin up and his
Oh.
hands down. He doesn't seem to be taking this guy that seriously, and you know, you got to take guys seriously when they're trying to knock your head off. You got to be careful at all times. You can't
Absolutely.
be lackadaisical.
O'Malley's connecting much more.
Oh, yeah, for sure. He's in firm control of the fight, but you know just as well as I do that when you get a little too kind of playful in there, sometimes bad things happen that shouldn't happen, you know? And
Look at
O'Malley's the type
Anderson
of guy,
Silva.
like, we've seen things happen with O'Malley where it's like, you're too, like, playful in there. Oh, shit. He's beating this guy up, though. This guy is not lasting much longer.
Yeah, man. Every
Oh, my
punch
God.
he throws,
I think
it's
he's
like
done.
landing.
I think
Ooh,
he's
the
done.
spinny.
O'Malley's
Well, not
beating the
yet.
hell out of this dude.
O'Malley
Oh,
with that spinning
just
kick.
landing
just
at
landed.
will. O'Malley's keeping
Yeah,
him
wow.
in his range. This guy can land nothing. He's eating O'Malley's shots. Herb Dean is taking a good look at this guy because he is just not able to do much. He's moving forward,
he's
but
not.
continuously getting popped, and his head is just popping back on every shot.
Which is interesting because he's got his like
Got a good chin.
his high guard, but like the punches are getting right through. And I was listening to Bas Rutten. Bas Rutten brought up a good point. He says a lot of fighters, man, they keep their hands up really close, like to the ear in MMA. The problem is that it's hard to really like block the shots when they're so close. And he was saying that
It's hard to read.
in his opinion, it's hard to read, man, because the hands are so up and the shot is already in. He was saying you got to keep those hands out. You got to keep those hands out so you're able to power, you're able to block. Where he like did a study of like I don't know hundreds and hundreds of fights, and yeah, always the same problem, man. Like so like you see this fighter like Moutinho keeping those hands high, which he's protecting himself, but every shot O'Malley's throwing is landing, man. This guy's if he survives this first round, I'll be surprised. His face is battered, bruised.
Just over a
But he's
minute
still
left
going
in
at
the
it.
first round. He's Moutinho continues to press forward and eat a ton of shots. Like Moutinho
Oh,
is
yeah.
Moutinho
He's
is
tough, man.
tough. He's got a good chin. He's not going down, but he's getting beat pretty badly. But I'll tell
Wow,
you, if Moutinho can survive a little bit longer, this could be fight of the night. Like this could be crazy. If Moutinho
Oh, yeah.
survives 3 rounds of this, like. Because right now,
Kick to the
O'Malley is
pecker
just
there.
landing him, but Moutinho's not going away.
No, and he's actually egging him on, saying, "Let's go, man, let's go." So that's pretty impressive, man. This
Yeah,
guy
it
can
is kind of
take,
crazy.
and he's not going down. That means he got a knee to the face, spinning kick to the face. The guy is not going down, man. His face is battered. There's no doubt about it. But holy shit, this guy is still putting the pressure on O'Malley, man. Just walking him back and taking those shots and.
Yeah, he's definitely tough, Chris Moutinho, but I think you could call that a 10-8. Oh, he just got dropped, though. Ooh, not enough time. Not enough
Rolled into a
time.
guillotine.
Rolled into a guillotine, but there was not
Saved
enough
by the
time in the
bell.
first round. Moutinho walks up, stumbly bumbly, but he's got a minute to rest up and see if he can survive.
Jesus.
Moutinho gets dropped with like 10 seconds left. O'Malley jumped on him with a guillotine choke, but he jumped on him with like 4 seconds left at that point and didn't have enough time. But I'm pretty sure if the round wasn't over right there, the fight would have ended with a guillotine choke. So Moutinho got in big trouble.
Looking hurt.
Yeah, he's looking really hurt after that last exchange. He was doing a really good job of eating those shots, but eventually it's going to get to you, and a straight right hand right to the jaw of Moutinho dropped him, and then O'Malley jumps on him with that guillotine, but just runs out of time. Saved by the
did you
bell.
notice what I was saying? Again, he's got that high guard right up against his face. He tried to walk in, and he walked in right to that straight that dropped him. You know, man, listen to Bass. Bass knows. Let's see what the second round brings, man. He looks good there, Freddie.
Who looks good?
Yeah, O'Malley's good.
Nice.
O'Malley looks good.
Moutinho. Yeah, but Moutinho
is
too. Like
I don't know. I think he's in big trouble right now. I don't think he's fully
Is this
recovered.
fight like on short notice? Was O'Malley supposed to fight somebody else?
O'Malley was supposed to fight Louis Smolka, but Smolka had to pull out like
just a
maybe
week and a half
ago. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a week and a half that he got the call. I mean,
and it was strange because a lot of guys in the UFC bantamweight division were like saying, "Hey, I would fight Sean O'Malley. Let me fight Sean O'Malley." A lot of kind of more established guys, and for some reason the UFC found this guy Chris Moutinho to fight him. It was a strange pairing. Like, it almost feels like a setup here for Sean O'Malley, like a kind of easy fight to kind of move him along.
Well, I don't know if it's easy, Dave. At this point. I mean,
he hasn't been touched, and he's just laying a
beat
down on this guy. What are you talking about?
This
is easy.
Listen, it is easy, but the guy is not going down. That's the difference, and that's what's impressive.
Yeah, well, that maybe says more about O'Malley. Like, I mean, he should be finishing this guy.
I mean, the guy went down. The guy went down at the end of the first. You just didn't have time to finish him. He went down at the wrong time. Now he's back up. But look, it's a matter of time before he goes down again. This guy's taking a vicious beating, AJ. And Sean O'Malley hasn't taken any shots. This is easy. I don't know what you're talking about. Look how easy this is for Sean O'Malley. He's dancing around, punching this guy whenever he wants. He's not cut. He's not touched. He's not bruised. Not a scrape on him. He's barely broken a sweat. What are you talking about?
AJ's a contrarian.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, AJ.
Listen.
Seems easy.
Listen, man.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Don't forget about the squeezy, baby.
Ends, man.
So squeezy.
Anthony McDonough wants to know, where is he ranked, O'Malley, in his weight rankings?
Good question.
Where's he at?
I don't know. We'll find out. Fucking AJ.
AJ can't go on the internet at the same time.
Yeah, he can't do internet and talking at the same time.
I can't do it. No, man. One thing at a time, dude. One thing at a time.
Fred will tell us.
Listen, man.
AJ just asking the question. What, you want us to do research for you? We don't work for you. What are you talking about? Get out of here. You figure it out.
We got to get our intern to get on and start doing it. Listen, get your computer out so you can check for us.
What weight class is this?
135.
Bring in, check. What is he?
Where is O'Malley?
Where's he ranked?
He's unranked.
I don't know. I think
he's unranked. Because normally when you watch the fight, they have a little number next to him. They have a little number next to him to tell you what ranking they are in the top 15 or whatever. I don't think O'Malley's ranked in the top 15.
Which is surprising. Which is surprising, man.
Is it, though? Who's he beat?
I mean, look, number 15 is Kyler Phillips. Who's Kyler Phillips?
Oh, I'm not sure. But he's probably pretty good. There's a lot of really good fighters out there just beat a bunch of guys you never heard of. You know? I mean, so many fighters.
All the other 14 guys I do know. Peter Yan, Corey Sanhagen, Rob Font, Jose Aldo, Garbrandt, Marlon Moraes, Frankie Edgar.
Oh, yeah.
There's some talent.
Yeah, O'Malley hasn't fucking fought
Moutinho's still going hard, man.
Imagine O'Malley versus Jose Aldo. Let's see that next. Give me that.
Whoa.
Or against Frankie Edgar. Frankie moves well also.
Yeah.
Listen.
What's going on, AJ?
Well, just for Anthony, I mean, there's a... Well, he got kicked in the nuts again by O'Malley.
Who did?
Dirty shot.
He didn't seem to sell it at all.
Moutinho. No,
Yeah?
Moutinho got like cracked in the nuts.
Okay.
I mean,
seems
listen, man. You
fine.
can
They
say what
didn't
you want
pause
about
the
this kid,
action.
man. He's still man. He's still driving in. He's still going at it, man.
He's still losing the fight
I
pretty
like this
badly.
Moutinho. Yeah,
Alright.
but you know what? I
He
like
likes
him,
you
man.
too, AJ. I don't know.
I'm gonna have to give him a call, man.
All right.
I'll give him a call.
Yeah, he's performing well. He's
Listen, man,
continuing
he's like
to
Clay
fight
Guida,
O'Malley.
man. Think
He
of it.
won't go away. Yeah, I mean, it's
You know?
fine.
Bravo, good.
Why did we stop?
Beautiful.
Why are you clapping? They stopped the action because O'Malley's mouthpiece fell out. They called time for a second.
Look at that. Moutinho is throwing some good shots. O'Malley's backing up. Ladies and gentlemen,
Are we watching the same
gotta
fight?
yeah, man.
I'm a couple seconds behind you guys, so every time you guys talk, I'm like, okay, let's see what's gonna happen. And I'm hearing AJ.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, what's happening?
I don't know. AJ is delusionally watching this fight that, yes, Moutinho is moving forward, but Sean O'Malley is landing shots at will and taking nothing back from Moutinho. Sean O'Malley seems to be slowing down because he's getting tired of punching Moutinho in the face. Moutinho's chin has kept him in this fight, and now O'Malley, seems a little bit tired, but Moutinho seems very beat up and hasn't had any answer for Sean O'Malley through 2 rounds. This is Sean O'Malley's fight to lose. This is an easy 2-0 for Sean O'Malley. First round was probably a 10-8. Second round was an easy 10-9. And just a dominant performance from Sean O'Malley. Don't listen to AJ. He's completely delusional right now. I think if you wanted to ask AJ who won that second round, he'd scored for Moutinho based off nothing.
No. I'm not listen, I'm not scoring
His
it for
hair
Moutinho.
matches your
I'm
shirt.
just saying is that, listen, I'm impressed by his performance. Point final. I got to give it to this kid. And I like what Douglas Hepburn said. He goes, his face is going to look like a catcher's mitt in the morning.
Yeah.
That is funny, man.
Okay.
Vicious
It will.
I'll give you another example. Landon Venado. I think his first fight was against Tony Ferguson. Now, that was a good fight. He came in and he gave a good spectacle.
Yeah.
But, I mean, this guy, Moutinho, like, he's going to deserve, like, UFC is going to reward him with another UFC fight, but I'm not coming out of this impressed. Like, it's not a guy that really.
No, I'm not saying that the guy's gonna be like champ. Fred, I don't think this guy's gonna be champ anytime soon. But he's the kind of guy that's fighting. Like, even though he's taking a beating, like Clay Guida. Clay Guida wins, he loses, but he's a fan favorite, man, because he comes out to perform. This kid is coming out to perform, so you got to give him props for that. Yeah, he's lost the first 2 rounds, but holy shit, man, the guy hasn't gone down. Where most guys would have gone down with O'Malley's kicks and punches, combinations, knees to the face. This kid is still there, so props to him, man.
Clay Guida won a bunch of fights, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he did win. Yeah,
Clay
but
Guida
even
was
his
pretty
losses.
I'm not convinced this
Clay
guy
Guida
wins
is
any
amazing,
of his UFC fights.
No, me neither. Clay Guida's
I'd
like
be
a
willing to
UFC
bet
legend.
He goes 0-3 and he's fired.
Oh yeah, keep watching, boys. It's not over till the heavy lady sings.
I mean, he can't fight like this forever. This is
I
not a
wasn't
good
allowed
way
to say
to fight.
fat anymore.
Losing every round and getting your face smashed in, that does not seem like a very successful career path, AJ. I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, all respect to this guy, Moutinho. He's tough. He's taking the fight and all,
I
but
think these guys are doing tap dancing.
he's taking. But
It's a
like,
fight, man.
yeah, but he's losing. Like, it's a shutout right now. It's flawless victory. Like, it's easy for O'Malley. I'm just trying to give an accurate description of what's happening in front of me. Oh, O'Malley with a big right hand. Like, this guy's not landing anything on him. It's like completely, it's all O'Malley. The fact that he survived, though, is pretty impressive. Like, the fact that Moutinho's still in this fight. After the first round, after he was almost finished there at the end, I thought he would get finished in the second. He survived the second, and O'Malley definitely seems to have less power as the fight goes on. Like, he had more power in the first. The second round, his power kind of seemed to slow down a little bit, I think because he threw so many punches. And now, it's still kind of the same thing as the second round. Like, O'Malley's...
He's also hitting a lot of counter. Like he's always on the back, walking back when he's hitting. So that's not the best way to get the most out of your power there.
Yep. But he's landing all the counters, and Moutinho is hitting air.
Yeah, it's working.
Yeah.
Props to him.
2.5 minutes
at
left
the
in
beginning,
round.
I said I want O'Malley to either finish him or be very dominant, and right now he's very dominant. So I can't I'm not gonna hate on him. He's doing what he's paid to do, and he's doing a good job.
Yeah. It should be a decision victory for O'Malley unless he's able to finish him here in the next 2 minutes. I don't think he's going to, though. I don't think he's got enough, pepper left. He doesn't have enough.
He threw his best bombs and his best kicks in the
also.
first round. There's no way he's gonna knock him out.
Don't change the strategy. You're dominating.
Yeah, I know, but it would be a nice. Oh, geez, big knee, and now several more shots. Now O'Malley's starting to open up, and this is what I'm saying. Okay, he could just win and keep doing this, but people have a lot of hopes in Sean O'Malley, and this is a guy that, he's a minus 1,000 favorite over. He's supposed to destroy this guy, and he has dominated him, but a finish always does better for the bank account, always does better for the fans. You know what I mean? Dana White likes the finish. Yep. UFC likes the finish. The fans like that shit, Winning a decision is always good, but just as well as I do, these types of fights, he's supposed to finish,
Man,
when you almost finish
he's
in the first.
O'Malley.
And you're so far ahead of this guy, it would do well for O'Malley if he could finish. He's beating his ass.
Fireworks, but he's talking back to O'Malley. I mean, he's taunting him. He's doing everything. I like
his
this
face
Mutino,
is just
regardless
a
if he
mess
loses.
right now. His face is a mess. About a minute left here. O'Malley just whooping that ass. Moutinho's bleeding from all sorts of places on his face. His nose, under his eyes, above his eyes, in his mouth. His whole face is busted up.
But that green hair is still green.
Significant strikes. O'Malley is
crazy, man.
Wow, it's
man.
over.
What
it's
happened?
Over.
Why?
Herb Dean
Why?
stops
Why?
it.
No, Herb Dean is a
Whoa.
Why would you
With
stop
29
that?
seconds
There's no
to go.
reason. That's terrible,
AJ's
man.
such a hater.
Fuck. But that Herb Dean, I swear to God.
And
Even Mutino was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Moutinho's
seriously?
protesting the stoppage. Now, what happened was
that's ridiculous.
O'Malley
man.
was
Come
just
on.
landing combination after combination on a standing Moutinho, and Moutinho was moving forward, but
what?
his face was getting bashed in.
But it's
I'm not sure. I think
that was
MMA fight.
quick
It's a
finish.
fight.
I don't think I agree with the
ridiculous.
stoppage either. I think you could have let that go because it's not like what was happening to Moutinho right there wasn't also happening to him in the first round. I guess you could argue the accumulation of damage, but I don't know. That's a tough call for the referee. Moutinho was getting beat up, but I don't know if he was out on his feet there in the third round.
No, man.
I think you got to let him keep fighting.
For 28 seconds left in a fight,
So,
where you had
AJ,
almost
we should
3
have a
rounds.
rematch now? No,
I don't say we have a rematch. Not a rematch, but good fight by O'Malley. He basically, everything he threw landed. But this Moutinho deserves another fight in the UFC, which he will get.
Sure.
Because the guy is resilient.
In the UFC.
And
You'll go 0-3
and there's no
and
way-
get fired.
And there's no way Herb Dean... Yeah, even if that
That's
happens...
terrible, Fred.
you
You're
know
a terrible
what?
guy. I wish him the best. I hope Moutinho goes on to have a great career. Just so we're clear.
Look,
We'll see who's right.
No, I think you're probably right, but I don't want it to happen. I'm
Problem
rooting
is
for
I
him.
won't remember. He's one
I
of
know.
these guys that I'm going to see his name in 2 months on a fight card and go, who the fuck is this?
Yeah.
But
And then you'll
actually,
see him
maybe
and
with
you'll be
all
like,
this
"Oh,
discussion,
yeah."
I'll remember.
Yeah.
Just don't change your hair color, please. 'cause
You
you're
see
gonna
with
fuck
the-
me up.
well, if you don't change the hair color...
With the green hair and his little face, doesn't he look like BB? BB
Who's
the
BB?
alien?
Oh, yeah, BB and Jen.
Yeah, doesn't he
That's
look like that?
A little bit.
TKO win for Sean O'Malley in the
TKO,
third
come
round.
on. That's bullshit. You said...
Did you have
Dave, you
money
said
on
it straight.
Moutinho or something, AJ? What is going on?
No. Listen,
You're
with
so
28
angry about
seconds
this.
left, look, I'm angry because he doesn't deserve that TKO. He deserves a decision win. And you said it right. You need to have that TKO on your fight history to show that you knocked people out in their stoppages. But this wasn't a well-deserved TKO at all, man. 28 seconds. I feel for Moutinho. He took a lot of shots, but that 28 seconds, they should have went to the decision. That's it. No, man.
Doug Hepburn says, we will remember Moutinho. Never forget Moutinho.
Yeah, exactly. You won't forget green-haired Moutinho.
Oh boy. Well, I'll tell you what, guys. I had a Dreykus O'Malley Poirier parlay, so we're doing all right. 2 out of 3 so far. Dreykus.
Listen, just a quick thing to a question that was posed. Like, why doesn't Italy have blue on their flag, and their team has blue, the Azzurri? The reason why they had that was that way back in, I think it was 1910, they took the colors of blue because the royal family, which was the House of Savoy, was blue. That's the royal colors. So the national football team took blue, and it carried on from there. So, which makes sense. But they always carried the flag. Why are you posing me on the full screen, bud? So if you see him backing me, it's red, white, and green. But yeah, the Azzurri colors are blue. Where's that soccer ball of mine? But anyways, so it all comes down to the House of Savoy, the royal family blue, and they carried that color from 1910 to today. It ain't changing.
Bah.
How do you like that?
I googled it, and I'm not sure. I got to read about that.
Well, of course, man. You're talking to me.
The origin of the color is dated 20 June 1366.
Who are the Nelk boys?
6.
Who are the Nelk boys? Max Holloway in the crowd. They're showing the celebrities in the crowd, and they announced Nelk boys. I'm like, what is a Nelk boy? Who's this old guy?
No clue.
Oh my God, is that Robert Kraft? Oh,
that's the football.
Shouldn't he be getting jacked off in a massage parlor somewhere?
Well, why not? It's not a bad Hey, listen.
Isn't that what he does? Doesn't he
He's allowed to look at
I know,
him,
but
Dave.
it's just
look
like
you think money's gonna buy him
what I
anything
know
else?
He's an old
from him.
widower, man.
So
his wife died, man. Let him have fun, man.
Well, I'm not saying. I'm just saying. Why is he at UFC? Shouldn't he be doing that 24/7? Like, come on, he's got millions of dollars. What's he doing with himself? Going to see Conor? Who cares? This guy could be living.
Man? Everybody's listen. Donald Trump is supposed to be there. Justin Bieber's supposed to be there. Machine Gun Kelly's supposed to be there.
Machine Gun
Kelly.
Kelly.
Donald Trump was going to be there.
Machine Gun.
Is that true?
Well, that's what they said. He was supposed to be there, so we'll see. I'm sure Trump Jr. is there. He pretty much goes to all the fights. And by the way, Dave, before we forget, Vegas, man. Vegas.ringsidereport.net. Check it out. Talk a little about Vegas, man, with Ringside Report.
Book your next trip to Las Vegas over at vegas.ringsidereport.net. Our sponsor now, Caesars Hotel and Casinos. How about it? Watching the UFC in Vegas right now. O'Malley just got the victory.
Man, you know what freaks me out?
Our triple marriage in Vegas.
Yeah, exactly.
Are we gonna do that?
Well, with Wally too, man. Wally, we're gonna do a stag party in Vegas. So Vegas.ringsidereport.net. You go on there. You can choose whatever hotels from low rates to the most expensive ones. From Bali's, Caesar's Palace, you name it, man. The Flamingo. You want to go to Flamingo where it all started? You know where Bugsy was where he started the whole casino bit. You know what I'm talking about? Go to Flamingo. I think he's still buried there. I think.
Sorry, Doug. Sorry, Doug. Didn't mean to say some things that your son might not understand about Robert Kraft and what he does in his spare time.
Dave, there's kids on the channel.
Chiropractor, man.
Well,
don't fucking swear.
Things happen. What are you gonna do? Sorry, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit us up on Super Chat as well. Super Chat the channel. Support the Ringside Report Network.
Listen, man,
become
I'm
a
gonna tell you
member of
something.
the team. What?
You were talking about, what was it, Smith before, dressed so bad. Every time I'm looking at the French network UFC here, I'm looking at Georges St. Pierre, and somebody's got to help that guy with his wardrobe choices. I mean, you don't put. I don't want to take a picture because I don't think I'm allowed to, but think of something in Vegas in the 60s, tuxedo top, blue, with a blue checkered shirt and white. Freddie, go take a look. You know what I'm talking about. What the hell was George thinking?
How's Freddie going to take a look? He doesn't have the French pay-per-view feed.
I thought you don't have.
Plus, you're the guy that dresses up in all sorts of things, man. Who are you, Judge George?
Yeah, what do you know about fashion, AJ? What do
I'm
you
going
know?
to tell you what I know about fashion. What do you want to know about fashion? Take a look at this beautiful shirt that I have.
Yeah.
Brought to me by Wally from Ireland. You know, with the black top. I mean, it matches, man. I know fashion.
All right.
Look at my pillows behind me. You think like guys like that don't know fashion have zebra pillows in the back of them? Come on, Dave.
What do you think's
You're
going to happen
insulting
tonight with
Italian.
Conor? You think Conor wins the fight? How, AJ?
Man, you know
Knockout?
what? Look, I'm going to tell you something. You know what impresses me the most is that I cannot believe how many people come to the weigh-ins. I mean, like there's like 20, 30,000 people to see a guy weigh in. And I said this in the past. You didn't even see Mike Tyson in the days have that many people for a weigh-in. When you have that amount of fan support, you know, it must do something to you. I mean, Connor's coming to a packed stadium. Connor's coming to a packed weigh-in, and I'm sure that drives his motivation. And that's what's dangerous about Conor. If Conor does one thing, like I said on Thursday's show, if you look at his history, from the time he was 12 years old and getting into fights, you know, win or lose, he used to analyze those fights, and he carried that on through his life. When he loses, he analyzes what he did wrong, and he won't make that same mistake. When he wins, he analyzes the fight to see what he could have done better to win even quicker. I'm telling you, the calf kicks, everybody's talking about it on other like news networks and other podcasts. Oh, he's gonna just go for that calf kick again. Conor is not gonna make that same mistake. He's not gonna get that calf kick to the point where it takes him out. Like you said, he gave up. Of course, he gave up because he had no leg to stand on. You're a southpaw with no leg. So what's the point? He went down. He knew the game was over.
So
he went into a boxing stance.
I get it.
Where he should have been in his karate stance.
Didn't I ask him how Conor was gonna win? Like,
I think.
I said, do you think Conor will win by knockout? And then he started talking about fan support for Conor McGregor.
No, because what I'm trying to say is that's the reason is that for him to give up, like you were saying on Thursday's show, it's going to be so much more difficult tonight.
Let me ask you
a
question.
I really think that there's going to be a stoppage. Tell me, Dave. Tell me.
Do you think Conor McGregor could beat Khabib Nurmagomedov in a rematch?
I love Khabib, man.
Because I don't.
Like the OG.
I don't
of
at
all.
all.
Like,
I don't think at all.
I don't think so either. I don't think so either.
And you
know,
sometimes Conor loses and he can't win again. And that's what I think. I don't think he can beat Dustin Poirier. I don't think he's there anymore. I don't think he's at that level. I don't think he's championship class anymore in the UFC. I'd like to be wrong. I just don't think he's there. I think he spent too much time away from the game doing the boxing thing. He even said for this last fight with Poirier, he was training for a boxing match with Manny Pacquiao. He wasn't even training any kind of MMA. He wasn't taking MMA seriously. He stayed away from the game for too long. And what's he really doing now? What's he really changed? Who's he brought in to make him any better? I don't know. And you know what else I think is bad? You know what else I think is bad for Conor McGregor? He doesn't have his human punching bag anymore, Artem Lobov. What happened to that guy? That guy was always around Conor, and you know that Conor just beat the shit out of that guy, and he kept on coming. Don't tell me that Artem Lobov isn't an ideal training partner for Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor is a guy who likes to land huge shots. Artem Lobov is a guy who can take huge shots and keep moving forward. That guy was a human fucking punching bag for Conor McGregor. The problem is, he got punched out. You know, he fucking wore himself out. He can't take the same punch that he used to. And I think that's a huge fucking missing part of the Conor McGregor story, is that Artem Lobov, one of Conor's main sparring partners for his entire run, that motherfucker could take a shot. But these days, where do you see that guy? He did a bare-knuckle boxing thing. He fought Paulie Malignaggi.
Which was pretty good.
Yeah, sure.
He won.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? He got punched out, man, and I don't think Conor uses him anymore. He's not around, and that guy got to be a tremendous tool for a guy like Conor McGregor. And I think there's a lot of things that are just not working for Conor anymore. The Conor that was on that run when he became the double champ is not the same Conor that exists today.
I mean, Artem is not really the guy to mimic Dustin Poirier still.
No, but you can see how he'd be good in training, you know?
Yeah,
but sure. You got to have the right camp. I agree.
Conor needs to be hungry like he was on his way to the title. Like, early Conor McGregor was hungry, and I bet that guy showed up to the gym 6 times a week, trained very hard. I'm not convinced this Conor does that.
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm not. Jason's saying, Lobov was no good. I'm not saying Lobov was a good fighter. I'm saying the guy could take a fucking punch. And when you're Conor McGregor, you want a guy that's going to be able to take your punches so that you can work your shit. Lobov is a good guy to work your shit. Like, a lot of Conor's sparring partners, I'm sure, can't take his good shit for that long. But Lobov, I mean, he could take that shit all day, He's a tough guy.
Yeah, you got a point there, Dave. And Jason's right. He is a shitty fighter, but the
he
thing
knew
is that he
was
a
good enough
fighter.
to fight in the UFC. He was good enough for a cup of coffee in the UFC, and he had a
Mind you, he got
motherfucker of
smacked
a
around
chin.
by Khabib. He got smacked around by Khabib. There's no doubt about it.
And that started the beef with Conor, right? But now where's Artem, Artem used to be Conor's boy. He backed him up. They had the whole fight with Khabib, and now, where is he? Is he around anymore? I don't see him in Conor's camp. He used to be front and center in those videos. You don't see him around anymore. I wonder what happened.
I saw another comment by Anthony, and he was talking about how would you avoid leg kicks? It's almost impossible to avoid leg kicks, but I think Bas Rutten said it the best, and really it makes all the sense. Like, to really win on the leg kick game, a lot of guys that lose are guys that take leg kicks and don't counter. Guys that don't counter are the guys that get knocked out most of the time. So that's the biggest problem. So if you wanna check a leg kick, you need to counter. And statistically, it shows guys that don't counter get knocked out, and that's what happened to Conor. So if Conor takes leg kicks and doesn't counter right away, it's going to affect him again. And I really doubt he's going to go down with leg kicks, calf kicks. I think Conor is going to be a much smarter fighter tonight. And we're talking about what motivates Conor. And right now, it's not money. The guy's closer to $1 billion than anything. A guy who came into the UFC literally living out of a freaking van, no money, making a couple of $100 to a couple of $1,000 coming into the UFC in his early days. But what motivates this guy is ego. If there's one thing with Conor, it's as really any fighter, really any championship fighter, it's the ego. And Conor's ego is what really kills him. And I think this fight is all about that. He wants to prove that he's still the champion. And if he does win tonight,
yeah, but
he's got
wanting
that chance
and doing are two different things.
Listen, we'll see tonight, man. The story will be told tonight. If it doesn't happen, like Freddie says, I think it's going to be a bad time for Conor, and it's possible that he's going to be looking at retirement. If he does continue and gets that championship fight, I don't think Conor's career is going to be that much longer. I think Conor has, a limited,
he made 190
shelf space.
million last year, man.
Yeah, man.
190 million last year.
Freddie, that's what I'm saying. The guy is closer
Conor
to
has
$1 billion,
been saying that he wants to fight until he's super old. He sees Mike Tyson still fighting, and he's like, yeah, I want to do that.
Yeah, but Mike Tyson
forever.
is fighting, but it's entertainment fight. It's not really.
Yeah, well, that's what
Tyson
Conor's
going
to do, man, and that's where I think Conor's already at. Connor's already in the sports entertainment business. He might as well go to the WWE. I don't think he's in the mixed martial arts business anymore. I don't think he's a mixed martial artist anymore. I think he's an entertainer.
By the way, talk about
I'd love to be wrong, but I just don't think he's that guy anymore.
I disagree with you, but we'll see tonight.
He's a
good
fighter.
Man.
Of
Listen,
course.
You could knock out. I could see him getting a KO against Dustin in the first round. But
it could happen.
If it goes past the first round, I think he's going to struggle.
Yeah.
Listen, talk about the WWE. Did you see what was overturned last week? It was last week with CM Punk. CM Punk. Did you see that he got his loss overturned to
his last fight,
to a no contest? Yeah,
his last fight because the guy tested positive for weed somehow, and that
exactly.
I mean, that's bullshit. Punk is 0-2. I don't care what that says.
What? How long? Why? I don't get it. I think I saw that, but what? His test from fight night came back now?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was they had the test, but it took a while to process the decision and the commissions to meet on it or something. I don't fucking know. It's fucking weird, man. I don't know.
It is weird, man. But either or, CM Punk, man, doesn't have a loss, man.
They'd fit perfectly in our commission.
Yeah.
Oof, big time, man. Big time. Just back to what was it Doug was saying about the shin on shin. Yeah, if you turn your leg like in Muay Thai, when you turn that leg, for sure, man, that's how Anderson Silva got his leg broken, and it's the same way Weidman got his leg broken. It was the perfect check with that turn of the leg. It was just a perfect strike that someone ends up losing a leg.
Real quick, give me a pick here. Aldana or Kunitskaya? I took Kunitskaya. Freddie followed me. Who are you going with? AJ, quick.
I'm going with Aldana, man. Aldana.
Oh, going against us again, AJ. How dare you? I'm going with Kunitskaya.
But we didn't officially take this fight on our Thursday show. We kind of like said, don't take this on your parlay because it could go either or, man.
Yeah, I'm staying away from betting this fight. But I think Kunitskaya edges it out.
Man, these two women are big. Hey, take a look at them, man. Holy smokes.
135
These
division.
are big women. Yeah, but they look so much bigger, man. Look at them. Look at their shoulders.
Yeah.
That's it? I thought you were going to say something like to nail me there. I was waiting for it. I'm waiting for Dave to say
I don't know. I got nothing. I don't know. They don't look that big.
Aldana looks like a big athlete, I'll tell you that. Like, she looks strong.
They both seem tall, I guess.
Yeah, but look at
Nice looking
Aldana.
girl.
I look at her, I'm going, she looks jacked. She looks strong. Other girl also. Should be a good fight, man.
Aldana listed at 5'9", Kunitskaya at 5'8". In the 135.
Hey, listen,
division.
by the way, we're yapping away, and we have to wish Johnny North a happy birthday. Today's his birthday, man. Come on,
Yes.
Dave. You're
Happy
the leader
birthday,
of the
Johnny
show.
North.
I called him, by the way.
Oh, yeah? Did he
I'm
answer?
like, hey, Johnny, happy birthday. No, he actually answered, man.
Oh,
Johnny
he said he was going to turn his phone off.
And then I'm like, Johnny. No, but you know what the craziest part? I'm like, Johnny, what are you going to do for your birthday? Like, what's up, man? He's like, oh, I'm going to go to bed. I'm like, what do you mean you're going to go to bed? He goes, I go to bed at 9. I'm like, what is he, like Grandpa North? I mean,
Yeah.
9 o'clock? What the hell? I said, Johnny, there's the fight tonight. He goes, oh, I'll watch it tomorrow. But you can't do that stuff. You can't watch a UFC fight with Conor McGregor the day after. But for some reason, no. You can't.
Happy birthday, Johnny.
No. Happy birthday, John, man. I can't wait to see Johnny wrestle again.
Ooh, Kunitskaya's busted open. Pretty bad, actually.
Yep.
Aldana is beating her up. Every time Kunitskaya comes forward, Aldana's landing some good shots. Aldana's got good boxing. She's got quick hands.
Yeah, look at her body
needs a
shots.
takedown.
She has such clean body shots, man. Wow.
I think Dustin Poirier would be smart to take Conor McGregor down in this fight and look to grapple him. Yeah,
just like Khabib did.
Yeah, I don't think Conor would be expecting that. You know, you get knocked out by a guy last time, you expect him to kind of strike with you. And Poirier, you know, he strikes a lot, but he's got some good submissions. He's got some slick chokes. If he can get some takedowns and kind of turn this into a bit of a jiu-jitsu match for a bit, I think he could surprise him. I think you could catch him. And really, if you're fighting Conor McGregor, where is he most dangerous? You know, he's most dangerous standing up, so why not put him on his ass? I think a takedown is going to be smart. I think if Dustin, you know, is able to land some early takedowns, you know, and keep Conor grounded a bit, I think it might be a smart move for him. We'll see.
Oh my goodness.
Kunitskaya is dropped. Whoa.
What a punch, man.
She is dropped with a heavy punch. So nice. She's trying to survive. She's eating some shots here from Irene Aldana. Aldana throwing some shots in the guard. That was big shot from Irene Aldana here. Wow. Kunitskaya defending well, though. But, she just ate another right hand. Aldana is relentless right now. Douglas Hepburn,
just a mean fighter, man.
Douglas Hepburn dropping the super chat. Happy birthday to Johnny. Happy birthday to you, singing a song. And Patrick C. Hamilton says, Aldana is more poised and looks confident. Hell yeah. You can say that again. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you, Douglas.
Confident, man. Big time.
Kunitskaya has done well to survive, though. She's, like, not been taken out, and Aldana is really vicious.
Wow, look at this.
Man,
it's
here comes
more
punches.
Over.
Yep, you might be right. Oh, boy.
Aldana, no, she should have continued.
But Kunitskaya...
Go. She's surviving.
She's crafty on the ground. She's pesky. She won't go away.
But you know what?
Aldana's landing big, heavy shots. The referee's taking a good look. It's over. It's over. Yeah.
Man, is she bloodied. Woo!
Wow.
I told you, boys, Aldana, listen to me. Listen to AJ, and you'll make some.
Oh, jeez.
Aldana,
What is your parlay?
honestly speaking,
Hey, yeah, exactly. What was
wasn't
your
on my parlay.
parlay, AJ? How was it?
Listen,
Not
it
great,
was.
eh?
It didn't look so great,
Yeah.
but thank you to Ryan
But
Hall. And,
AJ
and
gets
to be honest,
one fight
that was
right,
the
and he
end.
celebrates like he's done everything. He's made $1 million for himself in a night. You know, it's crazy. But yeah,
It's
nice
like I said
win.
on Thursday, man.
Aldana looked great. The boxing was very
man.
sharp. The ground and pound was really sharp. Not only standing up, really good hands, but also when she had her on the ground, she was able to pass the guard. She was able to ground and pound, pass to strike to pass,
Oof.
big
Did
elbows.
you see that elbow shot to the nose?
Yeah, heavy
Jesus.
punches just from all different angles on the ground. And she was able to land kind of those Dan Henderson on Fedor shots. You remember when Dan Henderson knocked out Fedor there? Kind of a similar similar style punch that Aldana was throwing. Remember
that was a hard day for me, man. That was a hard day, man. It was.
That was a good
Anyways,
one.
I think.
Hendo,
I think they called the fight too early.
Hendo threw the big
I think
bomb.
they called the fight too early.
Fedor face planted, man.
Man, he turned around, man. He was okay. In my opinion, that was another fast stoppage, like we saw tonight with poor Montino, man.
Okay,
Montino
but this was not a fast stoppage. This was a good stoppage.
Didn't get robbed.
Unless if
was a good
AJ had
stoppage.
picked Kunitskaya to win, he would have been claiming it was a fast stoppage. But of course, he picked Aldana, so it was a good stoppage. But I agree. I think it was a good stoppage. Aldana looked great. This moves her up in the 135-pound rankings. Guys, what do you think about Aldana versus
Mexico?
Amanda Nunes at some point in the future? What do you think her chances are against the champion? Because she looks big, strong, sharp. She looks like somebody that might give Amanda Nunes some problems.
I mean, she might have a shot soon because there's not a lot of contenders right now. So I don't know if it's too early maybe for her, but hey, she's looking good and she's probably going to be soon in line for Amanda. Like if it's not the next fight, if she wins another impressive one, she'll be there.
Right now, she is ranked.
That left hook, man. Holy smokes.
Trying to find her ranking
I'm watching
here.
Fedor against Dan Henderson right now because I'm not convinced about AJ telling me that.
You'll see, Freddie. You'll see how fast that stopped. No.
Irene Aldana right now is ranked 4th in the UFC's rankings. Kunitskaya was ranked 5th. You've got Aspen Ladd, Holly Holm, Jermaine Durandamy ranked ahead of her. Amanda Nunes is going to be fighting soon, right, at UFC 265?
Wow, she's something,
fighting?
this girl. Something. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Pena.
Pena.
Juliana Pena at bantamweight, which is weird because I'm looking at the rankings and I don't know if I see Pena ranked.
Wow, man. Full house tonight.
Oh, yeah, she's 6th. Pena's ranked 6th, but she's getting the title shot.
It was a sold out, man. People wanted to be there for that fight.
Oh, jeez. Travis Barker and Kourtney Kardashian just licked each other's tongues. That was gross.
What?
There's some Cleveland Browns now being shown.
You're joking,
Oh, there's
right?
Chuck Liddell. Yeah, the Iceman.
The Iceman.
Yeah.
See, I'm stuck.
Oh,
I'm stuck
Dave
watching,
Chappelle.
AJ might be right.
Chuck Liddell
Man, I'm
and
missing all
Dave
the good
Chappelle.
stuff.
Yeah, you're watching
I'm
the
watching
French
George
broadcast.
St.
You don't see
Pierre,
the celebrities.
Pat Cote.
Who's this guy?
I'm
Oh, it's Justin Bieber,
Damn it.
I think.
Oh, the Beeb is there.
And some other guy
That
with
Beeb,
him.
man.
Some greasy guy.
Who's he gonna fight? Tom
Justin
Cruise
Bieber
again?
looks pretty greasy.
Listen, you
Justin
know what?
Bieber
I
ain't
would pay
fighting
to watch
shit.
that fight. Listen, I would pay to watch that fight. Tom Cruise versus Justin Bieber. Listen, man, they've been talking shit back and forth, those two, forever. Get it done, man. Let's do it.
I don't care to see
We'll get Snoop
Justin
Dogg
Bieber
to
do
comment.
anything. Ever.
Come on, Dave. You wouldn't
No.
want to see that?
No.
Against Tom Cruise?
No.
I bet you most people would.
No.
Just to see someone go down.
I'd rather
It'll
fight
be
them
the
and take
mission-
the easy money.
The Mission Impossible.
Can I fight them? Can I get winner?
Well, you can choose whoever
You
you
do it
want,
for
man.
free.
I would go after Tom Cruise.
I'm not doing it for free, Fred. The whole point is to get some.
Think about our ratings. It's for the show,
the
Dave.
press,
Think about
you
the
know,
ratings.
the
Are you the
press.
guy that's going to be selling it, or is it Bieber?
Well, it's definitely not me because, who the fuck am I? He's Justin Bieber, man. He's famous.
You know what, man? AJ might be right, man. That
You think it was
Fedor
a-
stoppage was a little quick.
Yeah, it might have been a little
I
quick.
told you, man.
No, I'm
It
not
wasn't
saying
just a
it
little
wasn't
quick.
a quick
It was
stoppage.
ridiculously quick.
I'm just saying that, like, it was the same style punch that Aldana was throwing on Kunitskaya. It was just, But Fedor did kind of faceplant, though, didn't he,
Man,
Fred? Like, he
did you
did
see-
drop.
Well, yeah, but he
No,
usually
because he
drops
was on
to
top
roll
of
in.
Dan Henderson,
Yeah.
and it was a weird one. It was a scramble, and I'm telling you, go watch
Here's your
it
buddy,
again.
Dave Hardy. Look at this guy. Ooh,
Who?
he's looking good.
I don't know what you're talking about, AJ. Stop commenting on the different feed. I'm watching a movie commercial right now.
Okay, now I'm. The French network has robbed me the pleasures of watching Craig Hardy.
Yeah, you're not seeing any of the cool celebrities. You're not seeing anything because you ordered the French pay-per-view for some reason, AJ.
And stop
So-
blaming
My
other
intern,
people,
he
because
made
you
a
told me
mistake.
before that you
No.
wanted to support them. You liar.
I swear, tonight. Listen, my intern went on, and instead of putting
Swear.
English, when I swear to God, as soon as I clicked, I'm like, wait a sec, it says FR. Not that I don't understand French, but like I
God's
wanted
gonna
to see
make
like.
Italy lose because of you. You're lying. God's gonna make
Oh.
I
Italy
know,
lose,
man. Listen, man. There's no lying on this one. I'm telling you, I was trying to backtrack to get it back, but I'm like, you know what? I don't want to fuck up like my pay-per-view that I won't be able to see it like live. See, I paid for it. I gave $65. That's how much it costs for the pay-per-view here in Canada. 65 bananas, and it's going straight into Conor's pocket. The day that I meet Conor, I swear to God, I'm gonna get a bottle
Most
off
of
him,
it
no
goes
matter
to
what. I'm
Dana.
getting a bottle of Proper 12. You think so?
I bet
think most of
Dana's
it's
cut
with
is
the
higher
Conor.
than Connor's.
Listen, do you see the ads on the Octagon? You see the Proper 12 there? I mean, like, listen, Conor is making money. Look how good he looks. I don't know about you guys, but I'm looking at Conor coming in with a beautiful blue suit,
No, I'm seeing
nice
Greg
blue
Hardy.
tie, white shirt.
I'm seeing Greg Hardy highlights because the fight's about to start. I don't know what the hell you're watching, AJ. I really am convinced you're watching a different feed. That Moutinho fight, you were watching a whole different fight. You thought Moutinho won for some reason. Like, you were just
I
confused.
didn't say Moutinho
You
won.
are watching the
Whoa,
wrong
whoa,
pay-per-view,
whoa,
I
easy
think,
there.
AJ.
Hold your horses there, bud. I
Hold
didn't
your
say
horses.
he was.
I don't have horses.
Listen, but you got really nice running shoes.
I've got several
Nice
pairs of
Yeezys.
really nice shoes. Yeah, of course. Let's
Listen,
talk
man,
about
we gotta
shoes.
get sponsored by Adidas or Yeezy. But right now, I'm really happy about Vegas. So listen, guys, the next time you want to travel to Vegas, go to vegas.ringsidereport.net. I'm telling you, you want to see great deals? I know great deals. I used to work in the hotel industry, vacation industry, and I'm telling you, man, there's some good deals there. I want to go. We got to get together and do this shit. We got to get to Vegas. It's gonna be Hangover 4,
Happy ending
ringside
hotels?
style.
Oh, my God, Fred.
Well, listen, man. If it comes
I
with
thought
the
we were doing
package,
a
I'm not going to say
marriage.
no. Well, who says you? No. This is all single. This is a bachelor party for Wally. This is a bachelor party for Wally, Dave.
Yeah, and you're
blow
having
it.
it by yourself.
Oh my God.
Tai Tuivasa and Greg Hardy about the fight. Here comes big Greg Hardy. He is goddamn huge. I got Greg Hardy to win this fight. He is the underdog.
I'm shocked.
Coming in here, plus 110. Tuivasa minus 135. The favorite.
He looks good, man.
Aldana was a slight favorite in that last fight, so continuing the streak of all favorites winning so far. No upsets so far on this UFC pay-per-view. Like I said, Hardy is a slight underdog here coming in.
Look, Dave, did you see the comment from Anthony? What he said about that was tonight's fight with Aldana was his first women's MMA fight he's ever seen. He's seen like women's boxing and whatnot, and he's impressed. I mean, that's the thing with women's MMA, man. When you look at some of the fighters from the past, from Gina Carano to Ronda Rousey, take a look at some of the old fights of Ronda Rousey, and you know what? You're looking at these up and coming fighters like Aldana, man. That's the difference with MMA, man. You got to cover everything. Kicks,
Yeah, women's
punches,
MMA is very good.
knees. It's amazing.
They're
it's
very
really
talented.
exciting, and that's why I was surprised today that Jennifer Maya and Jessica I were on the Facebook fights. I couldn't understand that. Like
That was
that
a
should have
good
been on
fight.
the prelims, bud. Man, it should have been on the prelims. What's it doing on a Facebook fight? Come on.
I saw all the memes of
Dave.
Jessica third eye because she got cut in the middle, so people were making
No.
memes of
Really?
yeah. Instead of
I didn't
evil
see that. I
eye,
gotta see
she's
that.
third eye. Well, she got cut pretty bad. Like she got a nasty one on the forehead.
Yeah, it was pretty rough cut.
Maybe it did an improvement.
I think Greg Hardy wins this fight here. I think he's just like bigger and stronger. I think this is going to be a slugfest. This could be a crazy fight, but I think Greg Hardy just kind of wins the firefight.
Listen, man,
Hardy's
I want
a
to
better
see.
athlete.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
for
gonna
sure.
go with. I'm gonna go with Tuivasa.
Yeah, man,
Hopefully he's
don't be
better
a flip
fighter.
flopper because you said
Come
on
on,
Thursday
man.
you're
Never
going with
pick Greg
Ty.
Hardy, Dave.
Yeah, man, Dave, you of
Never
all
pick.
people that
Come on,
dissed
man. What
Hardy
are you
like
doing,
more
Dave?
than anybody in MMA, I'm shocked. Listen,
I
I want
don't
to see
like
Ty win
him.
because I want to see him do the shoey,
Should
man.
cancel you for that.
I don't like him. Yeah, cancel me all you want. I don't like him. I just I think he's going to win, you know? I think he's a piece of shit, but I think he's going to win. I think
Look at the
Tuivasa's
beats
weird.
this guy has.
Tuivasa's a
I was
weird guy.
rolling with
He
my
has-
buddy today,
Yeah.
and he picks Greg Hardy, and I'm like, I want him to lose. And he goes, why? And he didn't know anything about Greg Hardy. And like, because he doesn't follow football or anything. So
Yeah.
he only knows the Greg Hardy from the UFC, and he doesn't speak English that much, so he doesn't know. And I told him
Right.
today, no, this guy's an asshole, man. Hopefully
Yeah.
he gets knocked out.
Well, give him a shout out. He's probably watching the UFC in French like me.
Buddy Aline.
Ooh, Alan.
Well,
Aline?
he's Romanian, so I think it's pronounced Aline. It's Alan, but
Aline.
it's spelled Alin. Aline.
Listen, man.
He's a
Did you
killer.
want me to butcher his name? He's a killer?
Yep.
There we go. So you rolled today, man. Good for you, Freddie.
Yep.
I was playing soccer with Noah yesterday and I hurt my knee. Do you believe this
No.
shit? I kick a soccer ball and I hurt my knee.
I believe it.
I think once you hurt your knee, it always comes back because
It
once
always
in a
comes
while,
back,
yeah, exactly. My knee is okay for a week, and then I do a bad thing, and it hurts for like 7 days, and then I'm okay again.
man. No, it's not the last fight. This
AJ,
is time, man.
are you going to the party tomorrow? Freddie's son's birthday's party?
Yeah.
Freddie's
Yeah,
son's
I'm-
birthday party.
Yeah, I said to Fred, we're probably gonna get there like much earlier than Fred, than the host of the party.
Yeah.
But
So you want to kick a soccer
There will
ball
be
with
nobody.
me?
yeah, if you want me to fall down and so you can have
I
a good
do, I
laugh,
do.
and then take my back and choke me out.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's 2 soccer
That'd be funny.
fields at the park,
Perfect.
so.
Is
Perfect,
there?
AJ. We'll
Oh,
kick
you
a
can
ball.
bring your soccer ball.
Yep.
Yeah, bring a
Yeah,
ball.
we could do, but
Tell Noah to bring a ball. We'll kick the ball around,
Yeah,
and I'll
Dave-
show you my soccer skills, bro. I'll dance
Really?
around you.
Dave? Man, you got to
Bring the
see
bathing
No,
Noah.
I'm not
for the
very good.
kids
This kid is
because
good.
there's some water games.
Yeah. No, I'm not good at soccer. I'm all right. I mean, I'm not terrible, but
All right.
I'm not great.
Listen, man, soccer's a beautiful sport, man. My
Yeah, it's
dad
fun.
was like, highly involved in soccer here in Montreal, like, semi-professional team. whatnot.
Everybody's
The guy
dancing. What
lived-
song is he coming out to?
I
Who?
don't know,
Ty
I can't-
Everybody
Tuivasa?
seems to be having. Yeah, everybody seems to be having a good time in the crowd dancing to his walkout.
What's
I was
up?
wondering.
What's up with the
What was the
bad?
song?
What's up?
I don't know. Bruce Buffer looks like $1 Million Man tonight. Look at that suit.
I was just
Looks
about
like
to
Ted
say that. What's
DiBiase.
up with that green? Man, that's not a nice suit, man.
Maybe he's
It's
doing
not
it in
happening.
honor
George
of
has
Conor.
a bad suit.
He's tipping his hand.
think
He's like,
so?
oh, Irish green Conor. You know? Maybe.
Just like me, I guess.
Yeah.
What's
I'm wearing a
with
Conor
the,
T-shirt, but I think he's gonna lose. I
Yeah,
like
isn't it
Conor though.
cool? Don't you like the film shot? Like I don't know how to describe it, but just like the shot of Greg Hardy with the background, like they've got this like film kind of look. It's really cool, man.
Yeah.
Oh, it was the Spice Girl. He came out to the Spice Girls.
Oh, was it?
I don't know.
Why?
I think that's what I just read.
Yeah, that's what Doug Hepburn is saying. He came out to "Wannabe" by the Spice Girls. That's funny.
Everybody was. I don't have the sound. I'm seeing everybody dancing in the crowd. I'm like, oh, what's so fun?
That's funny. That's a funny walkout song.
No, 2 more fights.
I'm surprised Dana
When
White
I went to
let him do that.
UFC 94, UFC 94, Christian Wellish came out to "Do You Want to Hurt Me" of Boy George, which was like really a classic.
You
Do you
really
want to hurt me?
wanna
You're
hurt-
going.
Who's that guy with the
You're gonna
Dave?
go fight.
Dave,
Yeah, that's funny. That's a funny one.
Dave, who was that guy with the Who was the guy with the sparkly jacket and the blonde hair at front row?
I don't
What
know.
the hell was that?
I don't know who that
You'll
is.
see, bud. You'll see.
Maybe it was
need you to tell
Machine
me
Gun
who that is.
Kelly. It might have been Machine Gun Kelly. This fight has started.
Whatever that was, man.
I don't know.
Greg Hardy tied Tuivasa 4 minutes 43, 42, 41, 40 in the first round. Ty landing a couple heavy leg kicks. Oh, Hardy firing back.
Fucking Hardy's
With a right hand.
like big, man. Look at his shoulders. That
He's
guy's a
gigantic.
monster.
He's a giant. There's no doubt about it.
Tuivasa's not
But
small,
don't forget,
though, either. He's a
He's
thick
not,
dude.
man.
No.
He's what, 260 pounds?
Yeah, he's
Listen,
big.
the thing with Ty is if he throws those kicks, and that's what he should be concentrating on. Just throw those inside kicks, throw the outside kicks, and that's what's going to get him the win. Just keep blasting them.
Yeah, the chopping the legs is not a bad idea.
Oh,
But,
someone's
oh,
dancing.
Hardy.
Someone's dancing.
Oh, he's out. Greg Hardy is out.
Oh.
Holy shit.
Shit, man.
Whoa.
See, I told you with the kicks. You get him with
Tuivasa,
those
though,
kicks.
Tuivasa got hurt. Tuivasa got wobbled.
Yeah, he
Hardy
was hurt.
came in aggressive, and he got dropped and knocked out. Holy shit.
I think he broke his nose.
Oh,
His
yeah,
nose,
he
man.
is fucked up. Whoa.
Listen, man, here's the shoey, boys. Here we go. What is he
Oh,
drinking,
he's
by the way?
drinking
What kind
beer out
is
of a
he drinking?
shoe.
Here we go,
That's what he
shoey.
does.
Look at this,
He's
Noah.
doing it in the cage. You're allowed to
That's
do
all I
this
wanted
after
to
a
see.
fight?
Sure, you're allowed to do that, man. He won,
right.
bud. No. You don't find a guy like that. You give him an applause. Beautiful.
I don't know if he can do that.
Wow.
But he did
That's
it.
the way you do it,
Damn,
man.
that was a quick knockout from Tai Tuivasa. Knocked the shit out of Greg Hardy. That was pretty impressive. Wow.
But you see
Hardy
how
had
it
him
all
hurt, though.
started with-
But you see that? Hardy
Yeah, he
had him
did.
hurt for
He
a
did.
second. And Hardy came in too aggressive, and he got clipped, and he paid the price. Whoa, we're seeing
Yeah,
the
he got
replay
on the
now.
wobble leg
Yeah,
there.
see? Yeah, Ty kind of
That left,
wobbled,
man.
and then Hardy went in for the kill and got caught with a huge left hook, got dropped, and couldn't survive. Ty jumped on him. Hardy didn't know where he was.
Man,
Huge left hook
what
by
a heavy left
Tuivasa.
hook.
That's heavyweight
look how
fighting, man.
bad-
It's rock'em sock'em robots, man. It's a coin toss.
Man, he was lucky he didn't get clipped with the following right. But the thing is that that's the thing with Hardy. I don't understand how he went in with kind of like this side stance that exposed his whole face. Like, Hardy could have won it because you're right. Ty was wobbling on his legs. He got hurt, but he still stayed strong and threw that heavy left. Bon nuit,
Wow.
Greg Hardy.
Can I say
Huge.
something
Bon nuit,
wrong?
look at Ty.
Go ahead, Fred.
Hardy turtled up probably quicker than his victims.
Oh, my God. Terrible.
Sorry.
Oh,
Shouldn't have.
I'm going outside. I'll be right back.
Oh, Fred is taking a break after that. That's a mic drop. Fred's on timeout after that one.
why, man?
I don't know. He just decided to. I think he's taking a smoke break. I'm always jealous when Fred takes a smoke break. So I want to take a smoke break.
What's with this flag here? Oh, no, what's happening here? Why is that flag? What's that flag with the circle? It's an island. In New Zealand. In Australia, yes.
I see Antoinette happy
Man,
about Greg Hardy getting knocked out. It's always nice to see Greg Hardy getting knocked unconscious like that. That was quick, too.
Jesus.
Real
Did you
quick.
think it was going to go that fast?
1 minute, 5 seconds into the first round.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought it was
What does he
possible,
have?
man.
FTA?
That's what these guys do.
Ita.
Yeah, he's got some sort of tattoo on his lip. Hey, AJ, you could
Women
talk to
beat
me
or
too, you
knockout.
know?
Oh, Dave, how are you, bud?
Yeah.
It's Johnny Nor's birthday. Did we get him a gift? Did we get anything for Johnny?
Well, I did.
I didn't get. I just called him to wish him a happy birthday because COVID wise, Johnny is very strict about it. Johnny is probably the king of COVID harassment. I mean, if you're not wearing a mask and Johnny's around, you're going to be on Instagram. If you're not going to wear a mask on the metro, you're going to be on Facebook. Johnny is going to expose you not only to like Valerie Plante, Legault, even sent a message out to Justin Trudeau saying, "Look at these guys on the bus not wearing masks." Johnny is the crusader for COVID.
Yeah.
No, he is.
Yeah.
I mean, some people
So
got
Tai
mad at him. Like, what are
Tuivasa-
you taking pictures of me?
Huge knockout
What?
here. I miss Fred.
But does
already.
that surprise you,
Where's
Dave?
Fred?
Listen,
I need
Dave,
Fred.
I'm gonna tell you something. Listen, I told you about those kicks. That's how you do it, and that's what the setup was those kicks. Boom, 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 bon nuit.
All right. He landed a nice counter left hook. That's what was the fight. I don't think the kicks did anything.
You're right.
It was the left
they kind
hook.
of like wobbled
he
Hardy
got
there.
hit, he got wobbled, and he won in the exchange. Hardy got he overcommitted, and he got nailed with a counter left hook.
So Hardy has to come out to win.
You didn't say the kicks didn't mean shit. Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
Listen, it's all about the Spice Girls, bud. That's what it's all about. It's the Spice Girls.
All right. If you say so. I don't think you know.
Oh, there he is, Dave.
I don't
Here's
think
the
you
guy
can
again.
name...
Here's this guy with the blonde hair.
Yeah, it's
and
Machine Gun Kelly, like I told you. With Megan Fox.
What the hell was that?
Hey, it looks a little weird. Who's this? She looks exactly like Megan Fox. It's another lady who just looks like Megan Fox. I don't know who she is at all.
That I would like to know. What the other
it's
one
Action
there
Bronson.
like,
I know that guy. It's Action Bronson. That's a celebrity I can get behind. That's a good guy.
Unfortunately,
who's this guy?
Unfortunately, on the French
network,
they cut me off.
I think he's a Jonas
I
brother,
can't see
maybe?
the guys.
I don't know.
Damn it.
Can't tell.
I'm back to George and Pat.
Yeah, well, you should have ordered the right pay-per-view. You screwed up.
I paid $65, the same amount in French. It's not like I'm getting a discount. Oh, man, look at this.
Oh, this other guy
pouring... Oh, my God.
Well, this guy poured beer and, like, hot sauce in his shoe, and Tuivasa is drinking from it.
Is he nuts, man?
Oh, he's just, like, taking drinks from people's shoes. Like, who knows what they put in that? This guy poured beer and hot sauce in his shoe. This other guy's taking he's got a shoe, and Tuivasa is just drinking beers that the fans have given him, and they put in their own shoes, and he's drinking out of it as he walks back. Now he's hugging Jorge Masvidal. Like, it doesn't seem like a good idea.
Wow, look at that, man. Somebody's pouring beer from the stands.
Yeah, and he's drinking it.
And he's drinking. Wow, man.
He's crazy, this
That's
guy.
A true warrior, man.
He's crazy. Why would you ever drink beer out of a stranger's shoe?
Well, maybe out of a woman's shoe, yeah, I would probably do that. Why? Listen,
you would drink out of a woman's shoe? Yeah. But not a man's shoe. It's a strange distinction to make.
Well, yeah, usually men, athletes' feet in the gym. I mean, I've been across a lot of, like, that world of athletes' feet, being in the gyms a lot. Chances are I probably wouldn't do the shoey thing like Ty does. But, hey, listen, props to him, man.
I don't know.
I'm sure you would do it, Dave. Somebody offered you 10 grand to drink out of your Yeezys, you would do it.
Well, 10 grand? I mean, yeah. Sure, I'd do it for 10 grand. I would Stone Cold Steve Austin pour a beer into my face for 10 grand out of a shoe. Especially if it was my shoe. 10. Yeah, but this guy's not doing it for 10 grand. He's doing it for free, man. What are you talking about?
Listen, he got a lot more than 10 grand tonight, I'll tell you that much. But
not for the shoe thing, for the punching. What are you talking about, man? Would you do it?
Listen, man, if I won like he did, I think I would, man.
Yeah, that's weird.
Listen, I've done crazier stuff, dude. I mean,
like, I believe you. I believe you very much that you have done.
Why do I hear a helicopter so low coming by my house? Is it coming through my house? No, I go check outside.
Do you hear that too? I hear that too.
What the fuck? Why is there a helicopter like buzzing over my house?
I'm hearing a helicopter outside too.
Are you joking? And we're like we're like how many miles apart?
What is this, Goodfellas? Are we in trouble now?
Exactly, Goodfellas.
Oh,
well, Freddy's gone. Maybe it's the setup. Damn it, Fred.
Fred set us up.
We just got fugazied. What?
Uh-oh. And your little assistant there is saying that you're drunker than Tai Tuivasa, and I believe him. I don't know what you're doing.
You heard that?
Yeah, I did hear that, and I believe him. I think Noah is right. I think you are drunker than Tai Tuivasa. Fred, you missed it. This Tuivasa guy was drinking beer out of people in the crowd's shoes. Just drinking out of other people's shoes. It was disgusting. Now we're seeing a promo for Derek Lewis versus Cyril Gane for the interim UFC heavyweight championship. Now, this fight I don't think could main event a pay-per-view if it wasn't for an interim title, so I get why they did it. Francis wasn't ready to fight in August. He was ready for September, but that's not going to happen, so who knows when Francis will fight. But
So you create an interim for 1 month?
well, no, I mean, it's not going to be a month. It's not like they're going to fight because, whoever wins this fight, Lewis or Gann, they're not going to fight again in September. They're going to fight in maybe December or January, right? So Francis is just going to have to wait. He wasn't ready for August. Okay, well, you'll fight the winner of this fight in like January or something. I think that's the way it's going to be. Francis wanted to fight in September, but, the timeline just didn't work. So that seems to be the plan of the UFC.
Also, though?
Yeah, there seemed to be a bit of a dispute, but I don't think it was for money. I think it was more for when they wanted to do the fight. I think UFC was pressuring Francis to get ready and fight in August, and he didn't want to do it. He said, no, I'm vacationing, I'm doing stuff September, and UFC said, well, fine, we'll do an interim title fight, and you don't want to fight in August? Well, then you won't fight till December or January now. I'm going to put you, sit you on the shelf. That's how they do to people, and, it's unfortunate. But meanwhile, we got this Derek Lewis-Cyril Gann fight that I think is very interesting. And we know Cyril Gann, and we know Cyril Gann is a monster. I think Cyril Gann is going to beat Derek Lewis, and then I think Cyril Gann is going to beat Francis Ngannou. I don't think that there is a guy right now at heavyweight that can stand up with Cyril Gann. You're not going to be able to touch him. He's going to touch you more than you touch him. He's going to beat you. I think he beats Derek Lewis. I don't think Lewis is able to do anything to him. I think Lewis gets frustrated, doesn't land much, maybe gets finished by Cyril, but definitely loses either a decision or a knockout. And then I think Cyril fights Francis Ngannou, and he beats him too. I think Cyril is going to be the real heavyweight champion of the world, and it's just a matter of time. So I'm happy to see Cyril in a big fight because I think he's the next champion.
Look. When you look at Cyril Gann, we always talk about it, that we knew this guy way before the UFC, but there's one thing with this guy. He's just gotten better and better throughout his career. And if you look at all the heavyweights, tell me one guy, who's faster than Cyril Gann. I mean, this guy moves so fast for a heavyweight. His flying knees, his kicks, his grappling game. I mean, this guy has it all.
Yeah.
And he has a great attitude as well. And you know what? A very humble guy. He's the type of guy that you would love to see as a champ, especially as a heavyweight champ. And no offense, I love Francis Ngannou. He's a great champion. But, it is kind of strange that Ngannou was kind of pushed to the side and whatnot. Who knows? And, going back to, Cyril Gann, rumor had it, we always say this, back in France, they were from the same gym. And, rumor had it that Cyril Gann knocked out Francis Ngannou. So, who knows, man?
Yeah. Yep. I think Cyril is on his way. I think he's on his way. But I'll tell you.
I think so.
This is the UFC's plan as far as what Dana White is saying. Cyril and Lewis fight for the interim title. Winner of that fight takes on Francis Ngannou at some point late this year, early next year. The winner of that fight then fights Stipe. So if Cyril gets through Derek Lewis and then gets through Francis Ngannou, he's going to have to fight Stipe. And I think that might be a problem for him. I think Stipe is a really bad matchup for him because of the grappling, because of the well-roundedness. I think standing up, Cyril can definitely take anybody. Well, yeah, Dana White is not throwing John Jones into those plans because you know how Dana White seems to be avoiding the John Jones subject. He doesn't want to pay John Jones. I think he's happy to keep John Jones on the shelf and tell you John Jones doesn't want to fight, even though John Jones keeps telling you he does want to fight. I think, honestly, Francis Ngannou shouldn't have to wait. I think he should fight in September, and he should fight John Jones.
Listen, man, we got to see John Jones fight. I mean, it's I always get on the guy's case and everything, but you know what? It's too long now not to see Jones fighting. It doesn't make sense. And you know what? I don't know what, obviously money is the beef, but it's just sad. It's just sad. The guy's getting older, man, and it doesn't make sense, especially in the heavyweight division, man. The older you get, the harder it becomes.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens there, but a lot of fights have to take place before we get to any of those spots. I just want to see John Jones in the octagon as soon as possible. It's disappointing that he's not fighting right now. You know, we need John Jones back. Gilbert Burns versus Wonderboy Thompson is up next. Conor McGregor versus Dustin Poirier still to come. We got 2 fights left here, guys. We got Wonderboy and Gilbert Burns co-main event coming up next, and then we got Conor. These fights have been going by quickly, tonight. Man. A lot of finishes, man. Yeah. Every fight has been finished so far on the main card. O'Malley knocking out Moutinho in the 3rd round, TKO, controversial stoppage there. Irini Aldana with the TKO win in the 1st round, no controversy there. And then Tai Tuivasa knocking Greg Hardy out in 1 minute and 7 seconds in the last fight. Gilbert and Wonderboy are up next, man. It's on, man. We're getting down to the real fights. It's only 11:32 p.m. Eastern time right now, so we're ahead of schedule.
That's what I was looking at. Yeah, this will be all wrapped up by even earlier than 12:30, man. This is great. This is a Freddy fight, man.
Yeah, it's ending quick.
And boys, tomorrow we have to get together, man. It's going to be crazy. What a weekend for us.
That's right. We're going to play soccer tomorrow, AJ. I can't wait. Can't wait to play soccer.
Listen, I'm looking at a comment that just came in, Dave. Anthony, it's like, it's daylight here now. Good job. I got that coffee. Man, the guy's a trooper.
Yeah, it's super late over in the UK, right? Super late.
I'm surprised we don't see Wally. Is Wally on?
Wally's around. I saw Wally before. Jason Pete says he wouldn't mind an early night. He got the COVID and been feeling like shit. Oh, you have the COVID?
Jason, man.
You have
Jason.
COVID?
What the hell? In Mexico?
Oh, man. Jason, did you have a COVID shot and you feel bad, or you have COVID and you feel bad? Jason, are you all right, man?
No, he's got the COVID.
He says he's got the COVID.
Oh, COVID shot. Yeah, okay, makes sense. I don't know what he got in Mexico. I don't know if it's Pfizer, Moderna, Johnson
COVID
Johnson.
Shot. Okay, because his comment was, got the COVID and been feeling like shit. I was like, oh, shit. You got COVID? That sucks. Oh, he got the shot. And, the second shot
so
I hear.
Better that it's from the shot, man?
Yeah, because Jason, that's not going to kill you.
I feel bad you're not feeling good right now.
Yeah, but I'm relieved you don't have COVID. Because that would be worse, because that could get much worse. You know, the after effects from the shot probably going to go away in a couple of days. A day or two. You'll probably be fine. It's usually how it works.
You'll probably be fine also with COVID.
Well, I don't think so, Fred. Especially a lot of people have died.
Especially in our group age.
Yeah, a lot of people in our age group have also died, Fred. But, I don't. We can't talk about these things because Fred will get us kicked off YouTube. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, Freddie.
He really will.
Get ready for your 3rd and 4th, 5th, 6th.
I'll take them all. I'll
7,
take everything. I'm getting my 2nd dose on Friday. Looking forward to it. I'll be double vaxxed and ready to go. Where am I going? What do you mean, where am I going?
Yeah.
I'm not telling you.
Like, where you? Come on, Dave. Don't be like that.
What do you mean, where am I going?
Are you going to a clinic, a hospital? Where, man?
Oh, I can't say.
Jesus.
I can't say.
I got to go for my 2nd. I hope to get it like before August so we can get back in studio. That's the deal here, folks. Once we get our 2nd shot, we're back in studio. Dave confirmed that 100%.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. Although I kind of like
having
you at a
distance.
Am I right?
One, man.
Yeah, I might tell you to get more shots.
4th one, man.
Yeah, AJ, go get a tetanus shot. Go get a, I'm just going to tell you to keep getting vaccinated
Ebola
just to keep you away from me. Yeah, AJ, I think you need like Ebola shots and what's that other one that people get when they go somewhere, they get a shot
syphilis.
For, no, not syphilis. That shit people get when they go to like places.
Trump's in the house.
Is he? I haven't seen him.
Yeah, I just saw when you go to video of the crowd yelling,
I was going to say Mexico, but
USA, as he's coming in.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
So when Trump enters a building, the arena chants USA? That's the reaction that he gets now? That's kind of...
You didn't know that?
Well, I thought the reaction would be like,
I'm reading the comments.
Malaria. Thank you, Anthony. Malaria shot. AJ, get your malaria shots before you come here, all right? I want you to get fully vaccinated. I want you to have everything.
Man, I can't wait till I'm back in studio. I've got my Nerf gun so pumped up.
I can wait.
As soon as I walk in, I'm just gonna blast you.
Yeah,
Machine Gun Kelly style.
Don't forget.
Here it comes.
You haven't been doing jiu-jitsu the whole time, and I have, so watch
That's
yourself.
true. That's true. And I have a bad soccer knee now.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Burns, man. Look at this guy come in.
Here
There's a
comes
lot of booze also, I'm
ADCC
reading.
champion,
It's
man.
a mix of booze and cheers for Trump, I'm reading.
Yeah, that makes sense. Patrick C. Hamilton drops a super chat saying, "Boo Trump." I agree with that. Boo Trump.
Oh, there he is. I see him. I
don't see
it's
him.
Trump's. I see his son.
I mean, I see a
Right
fat,
there, man.
ugly white guy, but I don't think it's Donald Trump.
No. It's not Donald Trump. His son is there. I see him next to that guy with the Jordan shirt. And some guy that looks like he came out of a Scarface movie.
I'm a little surprised that these guys walk around in public. I thought that they would be ostracized from society. I thought they weren't allowed around places.
Why?
You know, I don't know. I thought people were super mad. I thought they'd be worried about the angry mobs. But I guess
Fake news.
I guess they have security and stuff,
Yes,
so
you
they don't have
listen
to
too
worry.
much to fake news.
Yeah.
Fake news.
Oh, no,
Hashtag.
actually, I don't. I don't pay attention to any news, Fred. You know that. I am anti-news. I think the news is nothing but fear-mongering. I don't listen to the news. I don't need to know. I pay attention to
Isn't that
MMA
Tupac?
news, pro wrestling news. There's a guy with a Tupac T-shirt on. Tupac is not
You
in the
see,
crowd,
I know
AJ.
that shit, man. You see, I know Tupac's not in the crowd, but
Do you want to be
see how I've
congratulated
become-
for recognizing Tupac Shakur,
I
one
was-
of the most iconic
listen,
figures ever? You want me to
listen, man.
congratulate you for knowing who Tupac
Yeah,
is?
man.
How?
Listen,
what is
man,
the matter
I went
with
through
you?
a whole schooling. 2 years
AJ,
ago, 3 years ago. with you
Name
guys.
me one movie Tupac played in. Just one.
Tupac. It was in, I think it was Tupac 1 or Tupac 2. I can't remember. It was the sequel.
Guess again. You don't
What?
know. He doesn't know.
I don't know, Runaway Bride?
Above the Rim.
Juice?
What's the
What?
one? What's the one where he's Juice? Yeah, Juice. That's the best one.
Juice is the
Juice is the
best.
best.
That's with OJ. I've seen
Poetic
OJ.
Justice?
That's not a
What about OJ?
Poetic
No, no.
Justice was
OJ is
okay,
free,
but
man.
Juice is the best.
Yeah, Juice is the best.
Listen, you
Fantastic
got
movie.
OJ free. You got OJ free. You got Bill Cosby free.
What's next?
What's next, man?
I know that Ghislaine trial is coming up in November. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens to Ghislaine Maxwell,
What
the
a name,
Jeffrey
man. What a
Epstein
perfect-
madam there. What happens to her?
Well, Epstein. Well, she's gonna be jizzing. That's what's gonna happen.
I don't think that's going to happen, but hey, we're all entitled to our opinions, I suppose. Yeah. She's locked up
That'll
right
be the
now.
next. That'll be the next movie on Blue Nuit.
No, that's horrible, AJ. That's horrible in so many different ways. I don't even want to touch that. We're just going to move on. Wonderboy Thompson and Gilbert Burns about to fight. Gilbert Burns plus 130, the underdog. Wonderboy minus 160, the favorite. Yeah, no underdogs have won tonight. I could feel Gilbert Burns being the one to win. I've got Wonderboy. I think Wonderboy wins, but yeah, Gilbert Burns is
I
dangerous.
took Burns. I
AJ's
took
got
Burns,
Burns.
man.
I could see Burns pulling this one off. But
He's
I
a
think
beast,
Wonderboy wins a decision. I could see Gilbert Burns winning by knockout, but I think Wonderboy wins a decision.
Listen, what it comes down to is if Wonderboy is able to continue with his 76% takedown defense, he's going to be able to win this. But if he cannot, and Burns takes him down as an ADCC champion, bronze medalist, man, the guy has trophies galore through jiu-jitsu. He's going to submit Thompson tonight, man. I'm telling you. He's just got to break through that defense. And that's a strong point for Thompson. He has an amazing takedown defense.
Yeah, and I think he keeps it standing and keeps it at range and does his thing. I think he's a more technical striker, and he's going to out-technique, out-point Gilbert Burns. Wear him out, wear him down, beat him up, win on points.
I love Wonderboy, man. He's a great fighter.
I remember when GSP first started bringing him into his camps. I remember seeing Wonderboy before he was in the UFC. I don't even know if he had been fighting MMA at that point. He was a kickboxer that George St. Pierre brought in. I don't think he'd fought pro yet when I first started seeing Wonderboy around in the George St. Pierre camp. George brought him in a long
As
time
a
ago.
tool
George used to corner him too in his first kind of UFC fights. George was in his corner.
Incredible, eh?
Well, it's crazy. Like, I remember seeing Wonder Boy, and I was like, who's this young guy, with George, this tall guy? And they're like, oh, he's this crazy kickboxer. They call him Wonder Boy. And I was like, oh, okay. I could see how they call him Wonder Boy. He looked like a child, but now he's like 38 years old, He's aged. I've aged. We've all gotten older. But I just remember seeing Wonder Boy, like, it must have been, I don't know, 12, 13 years ago at this point, like a long time ago. 2008, 2009-ish.
Here we go,
and
man.
Now here he is, a UFC veteran. Fight is on. Round 1, Gilbert Burns versus Wonder Boy Thompson. 453, 52, 51, 50, 49 in the first round. Remember when Wonder Boy beat Rory McDonald? Where was that? Ottawa or Quebec City?
Yeah.
It was Quebec City.
That was in Ottawa, man.
It was in Ottawa.
No, that was Ottawa.
I got confused.
We were there to watch that fight.
Yeah,
that
I was there.
Incredible, man.
Yeah.
What a great fight, man. What a great fight. I'm like, I pray that Rory McDonald makes his way back to the UFC. I really do.
Lost his last fight somehow. Did you see that? Rory McDonald lost to
T-Bow.
Yeah, Gleason Tebow by decision. It was total bullshit. He got robbed.
Yeah.
Rory got absolutely robbed in that fight. That was insane in the PFL. I don't mind seeing Rory outside of the UFC. Like, yeah, would the welterweight division be better with Rory McDonald in it? Absolutely. Would he be a good fight for Kamaru Usman? For sure. But, seeing him do his thing in the PFL is always fun, too. I like watching Rory fight. I don't really care where he fights as long as he's fighting good competition. And they've got good competition for him in the PFL. That Roy Cooper guy, pretty good. They got good guys.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they do. There's no doubt about it.
There's Durinho shooting in for the first takedown. Minute and a half into the fight, pushing Wonder Boy against the fence. Gilbert Burns needs Wonder Boy down on his back. That's where he wants him. Doug Hepburn says Juan Epstein would have made a great MMA fighter. Who is Juan Epstein?
From Mr. Carter, man.
From what?
Juan. You don't know Welcome Back Carter?
Bogey Back Carter?
Show? Welcome Back Carter,
What's
man.
Bogey Back Carter? Who's Bogey Back Carter?
What?
No clue.
No. Doesn't ring
Juan
a bell.
Epstein, man. Hey, Horshack.
Isn't that a podcast?
Juan Epstein?
It's an old sitcom. It's an old sitcom.
Exactly.
That's what I'm reading from.
Vinny Barbarino, exactly,
Freddie had to Google it for us. Who?
Hey, I'm Vinny Barbarino. You don't know Vinny Barbarino? Everybody knows Vinny Barbarino.
Okay, it played from 75 to 79. So I was born in 77. Yeah, 2-year-old. I never watched it.
Yeah, I was born in 85, so I kind of missed that, AJ. Sorry. I know you were living it up. You were like, 35 in 1977.
Here we go, Dave. He did it, man.
Oh, there's a big takedown from Gilbert Burns. Yeah, he finally gets it. He works it. He gets it. What can he do with it now with 2 minutes left?
Didn't work. Doesn't matter. He'll win the round.
AJ said this was going to be the fight of the night. That's what you were saying Thursday, and I said, no way.
Well, so far the fight of the night has been like Pereira.
See, AJ, my dad is on the chat. He gets the reference, but I don't. See, AJ...
John Travolta, exactly, man. You don't know, John Travolta, who he is?
I mean, you're actually closer in age to my dad than you are to me, right? I mean, that's not... I mean, I'm not joking. It's just a fact. No, it's true. There's less of a difference between...
Everybody knows Vinny Barbarino.
Yeah, AJ is...
Come to Papa,
not
Dave.
quite.
Come to Papa. Come give me a big hug. Come here, Dave.
Well,
I'm going to give you a big hug.
He kind of is.
In those days, man.
He kind of is.
NDG in those days, you know, like kids do stupid stuff, man.
Yeah, I mean, AJ could have been 16 and had a kid. So, yeah, AJ, you are old enough to be my teen dad. That's how old you are, AJ. You're old enough to be my teen dad.
Listen, back in those days, it was like, it happened all the time, man.
That's it.
I'm just saying, I'm born in NDG, and my mom was 16, so it happens.
I'm just saying,
AJ. Well, NDG.
There you
Look,
go. AJ,
Freddie,
your references are a little...
Freddie, does this make you feel like home?
No.
Come
Not
on,
really.
Dave.
Wonder Boy back to his feet. Gilbert Burns not able to get the submission there on Wonder Boy. Wonder Boy did a good job of defending, getting back to his feet. Gilbert continuing to push Wonder Boy against the fence. About 15 seconds left in the first round. It was Gilbert Burns' round because of the pressure against the fence, working for a takedown.
Oof.
I think Gilbert...
My good. What the hell happened there?
Oh, Wonder Boy dropped him with a good punch there at the end of the round.
Was it?
Oh,
was it a punch or a slip?
Yeah, no, that was a punch.
I think it was a slip, man.
I think it was a punch.
You sure?
Maybe we'll
I
see a
don't think so,
replay.
man.
But
I think it was just a little slip up.
I mean, if it was a knockdown with a punch, was that enough to win Wonder Boy the round, considering Gilbert Burns really didn't do much of anything other than hold him against the fence for most of it? He did get a takedown, but he didn't do shit with the takedown, and Wonder Boy popped back up to his feet. And when they disengaged for the last 15 seconds there, Wonder Boy hit him and I think dropped him. You could call it a slip. Looked like a drop to me. Fred, what do you think? I think we're going to see a replay on it.
I need the replay because honestly, it wasn't.
It was close.
It wasn't obvious from that angle.
It was quick, and Burns popped back up fast.
Okay, here we go. I think
they're showing a lot of Gilbert Burns highlights. Here we go.
Oh no, it was a slip. It was a slip, Dave.
Was it?
He tried to throw a. He tried to throw
it's a slip.
And then Thompson threw an illegal kick at the end there. So look,
I don't know about
Burns got that first round. Yeah,
Burns probably got the first round, but not much happened there. And he worked really hard for the takedown, so I'm interested to see how this second round plays out. Can Gilbert Burns keep the same pressure? Can he get another takedown? And if he doesn't, what happens? Does Wonder Boy work his game and outstrike him? That was an interesting first round, but it was definitely not a decisive round where it was clear that Gilbert Burns was the better fighter. He worked hard. He got the takedown. Used a lot of gas to do it. We'll see what happens next. Second round now, 4 minutes 20, 19, 18, 17. Round 2. Nice right hand from Wonder Boy.
Burns wants that takedown.
That's the clearest path to victory for Gilbert Burns, right? If he wants to beat Wonder Boy.
Well,
he's got great jiu-jitsu. Yeah, he's got powerful hands, but
good striking, man.
Sure, but he's got to land those strikes, and Wonder Boy is very elusive and hard to hit and has a reach advantage. So I think Gilbert Burns' best shot at winning this fight was doing what he was doing before. Pushing Wonder Boy against the fence, working the takedown, and if he can get that takedown, work his jiu-jitsu and look for a choke. But I think it's going to be tough for him, and as this fight keeps going on, Wonder Boy's starting to look really good. He's finding his range. He's landing more shots
that's
here.
The thing.
And Gilbert Burns, he needs that takedown.
See, there we go. Here we go.
Gilbert blitzes in, but he's not able to touch Wonder Boy. He does that blitz. He rushes in, but Wonder Boy is able to get out of the way, to circle, and then he continues to, lead this fight. He's leading the dance as Wonder Boy.
I mean, he's not throwing that much, I'll say.
No.
I'd like to see the strikes because honestly, he's circling a lot, but he's not throwing anything.
Neither is
Gilbert. He's throwing in a couple of good kicks.
Gilbert's not
he's
throwing
in a couple
more.
of good kicks.
Yeah, but he's. Ooh, nice spin kick from Wonder Boy. I agree, Fred. I don't think it's not a ton of output from Wonder Boy, but Gilbert lands a nice little punch, rushing in.
Split his lip. I think he split the lip of
That was a
Thompson.
good one.
Jeez. See, that's the thing with Burns. He's got these powerful, right.
He's got power. I think he's got the power advantage in the fight. But it's about landing that power. And Fred, I agree. I don't think Wonder Boy's, he's not throwing a ton, but he's throwing and landing more than Gilbert Burns is so far in this round. Right?
I don't know. It could go
I
either
don't.
way. I
I
think
don't
the
know about
first
that,
one
man.
was for Burns, and the second one is pretty much a toss-up right now. So I'll tell you what, it's not going to be fight of the night, like I said Thursday.
Mm. That
Yeah.
I
Pereira
love
fight
Wonder
is hard
Boy,
to beat.
but he just doesn't have the style to bring you a fight of the night. Like he's too conservative, and it works for him. Props to him, but he's never going to be in a rock him sock him type of fight.
Wow.
No,
What a nice move by Burns, but
he likes that point
it
fighting.
didn't work out.
Yeah,
Yep.
Burns looked for a single leg takedown, wasn't able to land it after
He
getting punched
spun
in the
really
face.
well to take it, but yeah, he kind of spun
Wonder Boy
himself out of
defended
it.
very well. About a minute left here in the second round. It seems like Wonder Boy's got some momentum going in his favor, but Fred's right. You know, it's not by much. It's not by much.
No, I think this just
big
called
takedown
the
there.
Exactly.
Big
and this
takedown
is
from Gilbert
This
Burns
is giving
with 30
advantage to
seconds
Burns.
left.
AJ just gave him a 10-8 because of that takedown.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's got to do something with it. He's landing a couple
No, but
punches, and now Wonder
look-
Boy's working to get back up to his feet, but he's got to be careful he doesn't get his back taken here. But there's about 10 seconds
But Burns
left.
is throwing punches. Look, this
Landed
gives
a
enough
couple,
for
yeah.
Burns to win this round. Wow, rock him, sock him here.
Oh,
Here
they're
we
both
go,
throwing
man. What
punches
the
from
hell?
this
Did
kind
you
of
see
down
that?
position. Yeah, it's weird.
Machine Gun Kelly style.
Burns, yeah, and that kind of shows like neither of those punches like they don't really hurt. They're throwing them at each other,
No.
but neither of them seem affected by them.
But it stands out on the judge's eyes, right? So Burns had control there, and I think Burns won the second round because of that takedown at the end. It was close. I agree with Freddie. It was close, but that was enough for Burns to get this second round.
I don't know about that.
That's
I
all
got
right,
2
bud.
rounds for Burns.
You're allowed to disagree, man.
They're close, but I got 2 rounds for Burns.
Freddie, man, voice of reason.
Like I'll be the
Boom,
first
look
to
at that
admit, though,
heavy
I'm
right.
not a fan of the style fight of Thompson or a Machida and all that. I find sometimes there's rounds like that are hard to judge. Some judges will give it to Thompson because he moves well and all that, but I like to see guys connecting.
Yeah, I think Gilbert maybe did enough there at the end with the takedown to win this round, to steal it. It was a close round. It was close. I don't know. Third round here. It could be tied 1-1.
Thompson has to come hard.
It could be up.
Could be.
Gilbert could be up 2-0. You never know.
When is Usman fighting Colby? Is that signed?
Don't know yet. They haven't
Nice snap kick
set
by
a date.
Thompson.
See, some people on the screen now, there's tweets, 1919 heading into the third. Some people scoring at 2018 Burns. There are people that are split. You know, that second round was close. Another 1919 scorecard. I think Wonder Boy winning that second round is possible. I think Gilbert Burns may have stolen it at the end, but that second round is going to be up for debate. So we'll see if this doesn't finish
Thompson.
here. Oh, Wonder Boy
Like the way
looking
he
good.
moved in with that right.
Yeah, that was a
he's
really
looking
nice
good
right
there.
hand. Wonder Boy's starting to
He
open
kind
up
of
a little
slid
bit.
into it. Yep. Well, he needs to because he might be thinking that he's down on the rounds, right?
He might be down 2-0, you know? And he knows it's close either way, so a finish...
He definitely needs the third because there's
Yes.
no way he won the first, I think, so he definitely needs the third.
Yeah. He knows that. This is a must-win round for him. Does Gilbert Burns think this is a must-win round for him?
-245.
For Burns? Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Wonder Boy did come as the favorite to this fight. Burns was a slight underdog.
Holy smoke. Nice spinning kick,
spin
man.
kick drops Gilbert Burns.
Wow.
Wonder
but
Boy's
Burns
starting
is
to open
coming
up,
back
but
hard.
Burns fires back. Whoa, these guys are going at it now. This fight just opened wide. 3 minutes left. Burns shooting for the takedown.
Wow.
Oh, Wonder Boy.
This is advantage Burns.
Looking to defend. Can Burns get it? What's advantage Burns? A takedown attempt? AJ's
Well, I
looking to
thought he
give
was gonna
Burns
take
any
him down.
advantage. There was no takedown there.
No, not at all.
No.
No, I thought he was gonna get the takedown there. Look close, but no, they're standing. But Burns still has like the grip, so
Yeah, he's
just gotta
pushing
slide that leg
Wonderboy up
out.
against the fence,
Yeah,
but he's not able to get this takedown. He's just kind of holding him there right now.
throw the knees, man. Throw those knees. You're right in good position. Okay, he's going for the hook. Here we go. Nice. He's got Thompson down. Beautiful spin around. Side control. There you go. Burns is winning this round. Up to this point. And he might, if he gets a full mount here.
AJ, you
if he
love
gets
it.
that full
It's
mount.
just ridiculous. He gets one takedown.
man.
That's it. Burns winning this round. This fight is over.
I didn't say it's over. I said up to
I
this
mean-
point. But like if he takes the full mount here, which he's going for, watch this. Watch, my friends. Jiu-Jitsu 101. He's
Yeah,
coming
he
to the
doesn't
full
have
mount.
the mount. He doesn't have it at all.
Not yet.
Okay.
You see,
So
Thompson's got that
Burns-
hook on his leg.
Burns is in side control on top of Wonderboy Thompson right now after a big takedown that could seal the fight for him. He's got about 2 minutes left to work. Wonderboy needs to get back up to his feet
And
in a major
it's
way.
going to be hard, man.
He's not
His
going to
head-
win this fight here on his back. Yeah, he's got to
No.
use the fence and wall walk his way back up. But Gilbert Burns is using a lot of pressure, and he knows, like, this is where he needs the fight to continue to win. But Gilbert is just holding on right now. He's just holding on, trying to keep Wonderboy down. There's no damage being done, but he's, controlling the position. But he's not able to do much damage here on Wonderboy. He can't get any kind of space. He's kind of pinning
Man,
him
he
down
could
to the
take the
mat.
mount right now. He could take the mount right now. Here we go. Knee on belly.
He doesn't
Here we
have
go.
room on the other side with the fence.
No, that's the problem.
Doesn't
But he
need
had
it.
an opportunity to take full.
He doesn't,
He doesn't
need
need
the
it
mount.
really because the octagon is giving the
He doesn't
pressure.
need
Here
it,
we
man.
go. Just
He's got a minute left. All he's got to do is hang on, and he'll win. All he's got to
Yeah.
do is keep
Yep.
Thompson down, and he'll win this fight on points.
And sometimes, man, side control could be easier to keep somebody down than the mount.
Here we
Especially
go.
when you're
He's got
pinning him
the-
against
I
the
don't know.
fence.
he's got the top mount.
Exactly. Also, he has the fence. No, Burns is doing a smart job here. Don't
Yep.
put yourself in danger, and you got this.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going for the guillotine, boys. Oh.
Not in a great position to finish it there.
No.
But he did use it to kind of get the mount, so now he's mounted on Wonderboy with 20 seconds left. This fight is over. Gilbert
Yeah,
has
this fight
won
is
this
over.
round. Big takedown. A key takedown in the third round. He
Ooh.
should win this fight. 2 rounds
Holy
to
shit,
1.
hammer fist to the back of the neck. Big ref, man. Say something there.
What the
Whoa,
hell? Those
whoa.
are terribly
Yeah.
illegal blows from Gilbert Burns. Gilbert
Yeah, he
Burns
was throwing,
hammer
like,
fisting
punches
the
to the
back of
back
the
of the
head over and over again on Wonderboy. And the ref said seemingly nothing. Gilbert Burns wins this fight, should win a unanimous decision, if not 30-27, at least 29-28. He won the first and third rounds. Second round was close, but he definitely won the first and third rounds.
I'm surprised with Burns at the end there because he did have like top out. He had control, and then he was throwing those hammer fists. I mean, you could throw a hammer fist, but damn, a lot of those punches ended up going to the back of the head and to the back of the neck. So I'm surprised the ref didn't stop it there. You can see the replay here. Holy smokes! He's got the 2 punches. Then here we go with the back of the neck, back of the neck, back of the neck, back of the head. 1, 2, 3, 4. At least 6 punches to the back of the head.
Yeah. The referee
I
was right
remember,
there,
who
too.
was
I don't
it
know
with,
why he didn't say anything.
I think it was with Leslie Sakara and Pat Cote. You remember that fight where Pat was getting punches to the back of the head, and then they called the fight and Pat got the win? I mean, I think there was about maybe 3 or maybe 4 strikes to the back of the head to stop that fight. But here we have Burns like throwing at least 5, 6 solid shots to the back of the neck, man, and the head. Crazy.
Yeah.
Conor's up.
Yeah, it's Conor versus Poirier time. Let's get this over with here, Gilbert Burns. Get back in the cage. Let Bruce Buffer say your name. Let's go. Solid performance from Gilbert Burns. He did what he needed to do, man. He got those key takedowns. That's really what the fight was about. Takedown in the first, takedown in the third. That's what won him the fight. Big takedowns.
Yep.
That's what you need to
that's
do
what
to
I
be
was
Wonder
saying
Boy.
earlier. Yep. And his defense is amazing. You know, he's at 76% in takedown defense. So if you're able to penetrate it like Burns did, that's how you get the win. But you know what, Thompson, man?
29-28, all three judges. So,
there you go.
Yep, they gave the second to Wonder Boy, first and third to Gilbert Burns. Makes sense to me. AJ didn't want to give any rounds to Wonder Boy, but that's AJ.
I thought the second, look, it was close to second, but I thought with the last 30
rounds
seconds
to
of the
Burns
second
also.
round, yeah, I thought that Burns won that second.
Well, I didn't really, but the judges didn't either, apparently. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
because they're boxing
Fight's
judges.
over. All right. Fight is over. Gilbert Burns wins by unanimous decision. What do you do with Gilbert Burns now?
Not sure. If Colby and Usman are not fighting soon,
They are. I mean, they're fighting
holds
next.
up a little bit.
They're fighting next. I mean, it's just not clear when exactly, but what about Leon Edwards?
That could be interesting.
He probably wants to wait for the winner of Colby and Usman.
Can't wait forever. And I don't know if he's necessarily number one. You know, I don't know if he's, next in line. And if Gilbert Burns keeps fighting and winning, the UFC will give it to him instead. The UFC, after Leon Edwards beat Nate Diaz. Oh, Burns wants Masvidal. Oh, that'd be a bad night for Masvidal.
Calling him out.
But, I think, after that Diaz fight, the UFC didn't seem convinced that Leon Edwards was next in line for a title shot or that he should really wait. Dana didn't seem like he wanted Leon to wait around for that. He wanted to keep Leon active, which I think makes a lot of sense. I don't know.
Wow.
I think Leon Edwards versus Gilbert Burns is the fight to make, If Gilbert wants to make money, maybe Masvidal, whatever. But Masvidal is kind of... I don't see him as super relevant in the 170-pound division right now. I think Gilbert Burns, Leon Edwards is the fight to make. I want to see that. Give me that. Gilbert's ranked 2. Edwards is ranked 3. Let's do it. Winner of that fight takes on the winner of Kobe and Kamaru. Seems simple enough. There's Conor.
Man, here we go, man. We're doing pretty good on time. 12, what is it, 12:04? Yeah, by 12:30, there should be a wrap, man.
Yeah.
12:30, the fight will start.
No. This is going to start
You think
soon,
they're gonna
Fred.
push
It's
it,
going to
Freddie?
start sooner than that. It's going to start sooner than that, I think.
They got to push the promo, the sponsors, the entrance,
The concessions,
sponsor.
man. Dana wants people to buy the beer.
Yeah, I say this doesn't start.
The hot
before
dogs.
12:30.
Freddie might have a point, man. They got to pay that proper 12 stuff.
I mean, don't
Come on,
you
man.
want to see the Tomorrow War? I mean,
No.
That's something on Amazon Prime you need to see, man.
Yeah, they're showing us commercials for bullshit I don't need to see. Fuck out of
Yeah,
here
that's
with
okay.
that.
I'm
Give me
watching
Conor
the-
McGregor. I don't give a shit. Yeah, AJ, I don't give a shit what you're watching either. I'm sick of this. I'm getting tired of this. Fucking fights, I'm not predicting them correctly. AJ, you keep getting fights right. Fred's taking smoke breaks. I haven't had a smoke break since fucking 9:30 before the show started. I'm getting a little upset here. I don't give a shit about what you're
So go
watching,
for it,
AJ.
man.
You're watching the wrong goddamn pay-per-view.
Vegas
Shit.
looks beautiful, man. Look at all
Man.
those lights, man. That was a beautiful
Beautiful,
shot
man,
of
for real.
Vegas.
Can't wait till we go. Listen, Dave, go take a break, man.
I'm not
Go for
going.
it. What are you waiting? Go for it, dude. You always take a break.
No, I can't go
Then
now.
me and
Connor
Freddie-
and Dustin are about
Then
to
me and
fight.
Freddie start talking smack. Wow, what's with those shoes? What is he wearing? Let me see this. What's Connor's? He's wearing Yeezys, man.
What are you even talking about, man?
You didn't see that? I'm on the French network. They show you more stuff like up to
I
date,
saw
man.
Connor's shoes before. They're like these green things, like yellow green.
No, they were yellow. Yeah, yellow.
Yeah, those
exactly.
aren't Yeezys. You don't know what you're talking about, Yeezys. You don't know what Yeezys look like.
Oh, I do, man. You showed me enough shots on Instagram to know what Yeezys are, man.
You don't know what Yeezys are. There's so many different kind of Yeezys. You have no idea what a Yeezy is. You're not even clear what a Yeezy is.
Well, I used to know this girl back then, Cody.
Why is he warming up in his shoes?
What shoe company makes Yeezys?
Adidas, man. How many times do I have to know that? I see your Instagram post so many times. I know everything about Tupac, Biggie, Yeezys.
All right. I've never posted anything
and
on
Gummy
Instagram
Bears.
about Tupac or Biggie. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I did.
No.
Dave, what are you wearing, by the way? Is it a Conor shirt for real? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Wow. Where'd you get that, man?
Don't worry about it. I don't know. I don't even remember. Like I don't remember. I've had it for a long time. It says his fighting style is jiu-jitsu.
I don't know about
weight
that.
145, height 5'9", reach 74-inch, fighting out of Dublin, Ireland. Fighting style Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
Is that a misprint?
No, this is a Reebok shirt too. See, this is Reebok.
Yeah, but
this
you know
is
when
like
there's
original...
like the finals of an event, they'll do the T-shirts for both teams because they need them right away when the game finishes. Like maybe this is a misprint, man. It was meant to go like to some.
That's why there was a discount price on it.
I think Reebok was just confused about what Conor is.
Man, let me tell you, Venom is good.
You like Venom. Doug Hepburn says he just opened his bottle of Proper 12 wearing his Ringside Report t-shirt.
What?
And the Proper 12 sold out in Kingston, Ontario today. Go get your Ringside Report merch over at merch.ringsidereport.net. Support the team. Merch.ringsidereport.net. AJ's cool hat. You can get that over at merch.ringsidereport.net. Hit us up on Super Chat. Support the team. Support the show. Become a member of the Ringside Report Network. Conor versus Dustin
they got
is coming up.
We don't have that. You see,
I don't
that's
think
the problem
it's available in Quebec. Yeah.
No, man. Listen, man. The SAQ. The SAQ is a true monopoly, man. If you want to see what a monopoly is,
I'm not sure about
look at
that,
the SAQ.
I am not sure about that.
They're the biggest monopoly in the world.
The other day I checked on my application, and I think some stores have it, man.
Oh, yeah?
It might not be in every SAQ, but I'm telling you.
Are you sure about that, Freddie? Man, let me know what stores they have it. Probably in Baie-Comeau or something like that. I want to know what's happening here in Montreal. If they got Proper 12 in Montreal, I'm going to get it.
There's definitely Proper 12 at the SAQ because it's on their website. And it says out of stock right now for online purchasing. But like I say, on their application the other day, man, I had some at a store not too far. But they might be sold out right now with Conor, man. It might have been...
well, I'm shocked, man.
Fred is right.
I'm shocked.
It is now sold in the province of Quebec. You could buy Proper 12 whiskey. I guess we have to hit up a SAQ and see if they have it, right? How do you know if it's available in stores? It's not available online.
Well, say available.
Right now I can't use my phone, but I have the SAQ application, and usually they tell you what stores has it.
Well, that's cool.
That's fun. Douglas, take a look at his comment, what he says. He's right about what Freddie says. You always have like two types of T-shirts. The one that wins and really wins, and the second guys that were supposed to win but don't. And then all of a sudden it becomes like a discount T-shirt in like some kind of like Walmart in South America. Canadians!
Oh, boy. It's Conor time. Conor's making that walk. The music is playing. I might be
wrong on that 12:30.
Yeah, I think it's happening now, Freddie. It's going down.
Let me put on my glasses here. Hey, listen.
All right, Conor, let's make it quick, man. Knock out Dustin, round 1. I got a party tomorrow.
Well, I thought you were picking Dustin.
No. Freddie went with Conor, man.
No, he picked Dustin to win.
Are you sure?
I did pick Dustin, but I want a quick fight, and I think the quickest outcome is
you know what?
Conor KO.
Wow, look at Conor with those fancy shoes, that walk.
No, look, Okay, when Conor fought Jose Aldo was my man. I was pulling for Jose Aldo, and that hurt. But tonight, man, I
See,
don't care,
Conor.
man. Anybody could win,
Listen,
man.
Conor with hair looks like he's gonna win. Every time Conor shaves his head, it doesn't go well. That's my thing.
That's
Dave's
good
got the thing about
analysis.
dancing. Listen, man, you got the thing with dancing when a fighter comes out and he starts dancing to the song. It's a bad sign. Me, it's Conor in his hair. Come on, Conor.
Yeah, I got Dustin Poirier. I think he's going to win by submission.
Me too.
Which is a strong possibility, man.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think I called actually by TKO.
Yeah, I think you
Look
did.
at the Moxie Bushin on. Look at the Moxie Bushin that's on Conor's back.
The what?
The Moxie Bushin. They call it cupping. It's like this old Chinese kind of treatment
okay.
for
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I've seen that before.
I got that done. I got that done a long time ago. When I first got it done, I'm like, what? I was in this old Chinese like herb shop in downtown Montreal. Like when I'm talking about like a small shop, it was small, and I ended up going there because someone like sent me there, and I saw this guy lighting up like these cups with fire. And I'm like, excuse me, sir, like, what the fuck are you doing? The only problem is that he spoke Chinese and he had no idea what I was saying. I'm like, what the fuck? Before I can even say that, he already had the cup on my knee. And I'm telling you, man, that shit works.
All right. Well, a lot of people seem to do it, so.
Yeah,
do
but they're
something.
doing it now, man. I was doing this like way back.
Yeah, well, of course, 1973.
See, Sharon says, I see Sharon. I think I know who Sharon is. If it's Sharon from Montreal, it's called Chinese cupping. Yeah, it's excellent.
Conor doing that McGregor walk around the octagon, doing his thing, looks relaxed, looks loose, looks ready to go. Coming in as a slight underdog for this fight. Conor plus 110, Poirier minus 135. You can bet with us over at bet99.com. Use that promo code ringside when you sign up. You'll get a matching deposit bonus of up to $600 when you sign up over at bet99.com using the promo code ringside. Support the Ringside Report Network and our sponsors. Go to bet99.com. Use that promo code ringside when you sign up for the matching deposit bonus. Conor McGregor waiting. What? What did you say now?
I said, you think Khabib is watching this?
Probably. Why wouldn't he be? Everybody's watching this. Anybody involved in MMA is watching this.
Yeah, but I wonder if it gives you that urge to say, you know what? If Conor becomes champ, maybe.
I think if Conor beats Dustin and then beats Oliveira, Khabib might come back to beat up Conor again. I can see that.
There you go. That's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm saying. I'm sure he's getting like that itch.
I mean, that's the fight to make. If Conor can get through Dustin and then get through Oliveira and become champion again, I think the fight to make, the only fight to make really, that makes sense would be Conor versus Khabib rematch. I think Khabib would have to come back for that. He really should. If Conor can do that, if he can beat Dustin and then, go on another run here and become the UFC lightweight champion once again, that would be huge. That would be gigantic for Conor. And that would show that he's back and he's dangerous and he's the number one guy in the world. And he would be a worthy adversary for Khabib to come back and fight. But I don't think that's going to happen. I would like for it to happen. I think it would be good for MMA, if Conor can extend his run and we could keep seeing Conor in these big fights. Like, let's not kid ourselves. Dustin Poirier versus Charles Oliveira, that'll be a big fight. But Conor McGregor versus Charles Oliveira would be a much bigger fight, like 10 times bigger, right? So, Conor's good for the sport. Conor winning is good for the sport. Dustin beating Conor would be good for Dustin, but I don't know how much that really translates to pay-per-view buys for Dustin versus Oliveira. Conor is the A side of this, and I think even if Conor loses, he remains the A side of this. That's just how it is. But Dustin, I think he's game. I think he's ready to go. He's walking in little James Brown playing, kissed his wife on the walk-in, which is not something you see very often. Fighters actually kissing their wives before they go into the cage, but Dustin did. Dustin did, making his walk. Packed arena in Las Vegas.
Mike Perry used to do that in the early days.
Well, he used to have his girlfriends corner him, too. So that's a whole different thing. What's up to Brian Firth? Member of the team, Brian Firth, watching. Doug Hepburn says, I'm a casual MMA fan. These fights get me hyped. Thank you to Patrick C. Hamilton. You are the super chat leader of the night.
Did you see
so
that,
far,
guys?
Patrick? Oh, did Conor just get in Dustin's face? I missed it.
Yeah, no. Actually, I think Poirier actually was trying to, like...
Intimidate.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. Yeah, man. Some bad blood.
Don't worry,
different
guys.
than their second fight.
You'll be able to fight real soon. Just wait a couple
minutes.
minutes.
McNuggets.
It's
Conor. Man. Like, I'm later than you guys. It's Conor that went to the middle to welcome Dustin into the cage. Conor's playing his mind games.
Conor's got the longer reach by 2 inches. Saved 32 years old, 5'9", 156, man. We'll see what happens.
I am excited for this. This is a big one here. Big fight coming up here. Conor McGregor, Dustin Poirier, Bruce Buffer about to do the introductions. Let's go.
Main event.
Woo.
I thought I just saw Anderson Silva, man.
He might be there.
Yeah, I think he's there, man.
A lot of people are there. A lot of legends are there. Look at this. Conor is trying to get to Dustin now before the fight even starts. Security is having to hold Conor back.
Shit, man. Oh, Herb Dean
again.
That was the problem.
There's like a bunch of security there.
Herb already fucked up tonight, man. Let's see what he does on the main event. Let's see what he does. Let's go, Herb. Let's fuck this up.
He's going to let this fight go. There's not going to be an early stoppage in this one. Got to let this fight play out. Let's go.
Man, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't the Fedor fight with the early stoppage, in my opinion, wasn't it Herb Dean that was in that?
What fight was that again? I forget.
Henderson and Fedor, the one you just watched there before.
Oh.
Who was the ref? Fred doesn't remember.
I think it was Herb Dean.
Man.
All right, AJ.
Mr. Early Stoppage.
Just to recap,
Poirier won.
No, the last fight, I think, who won the last fight between these two guys, or who won the last fight on the card? Yeah, Big John McCarthy was the ref. The last fight between Dustin and Conor, Dustin won. Conor won the first one. Dustin won the second one. This is the trilogy fight. So far tonight, we just saw Gilbert Burns get a decision victory over Stephen Wonderboy Thompson.
Sorry.
Oh, it was Herb Dean. Tai Tuivasa got a knockout win over Greg Hardy. Irini Aldana knocked out Yana Kunitskaya. Sean O'Malley with a TKO win over Chris Moutinho. Max Griffin with a decision win over Carlos Condit. Michel Pereira with a decision win over Nico Price. Ilia Tupuria with a KO win over Ryan Hall. Dricus Duplessis with a KO win over Trevin Giles. Jennifer Maia with a decision win over Jessica Ai. Brad Tavares with a split decision over Omari Akhmedov. And Zalgas Zumagulov with a submission victory in the very first round over Jerome Rivera. And that's all the action we've seen so far at UFC 264. All that's left is the main event, Conor McGregor and Dustin Poirier. They're in the cage.
Here we go, boys.
Conor just got his name said by Bruce, and now Bruce is doing the Dustin introductions. Is it me, or are these introductions lasting forever? Why is this taking so long?
Who is the Conor lookalike in Poirier's camp there?
We're getting closer to 12:30. It won't be 12:30, but...
No.
12:21, man. 12:21.
Yeah, Fred, you thought this fight would start at 12:30. But it is 12:21 Eastern time. Thank you for everybody joining us. I'm seeing a lot of people jumping in right now, watching us. We are watching Conor McGregor versus Dustin Poirier. You know it's main event time. You see the numbers start jumping up on the chat and on the everything. People are
I just hope
excited
Herb
for
doesn't
this
fuck it up.
fight. There's a lot of hype for this one. It's Conor versus Dustin. Herb Dean just brought them together. He is setting them up. The fight is about to start. Conor McGregor, Dustin Poirier, trilogy fight time. Freddie and I both have Dustin to win.
Whoa,
AJ's going with
kick
Conor.
from Conor.
All right,
Spinning
and
kick
Conor
again from
opens with
Conor.
a spin kick. AJ, you're a couple seconds ahead of me, so give me a minute.
Oh, sorry, bud.
Connor's throwing
For
some
once
kicks
on my
here
head.
early on, a couple leg kicks. We are 4 minutes, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41 in the very first round. Conor is the one now throwing leg kicks. And he is, doing his thing. Very aggressive. Throwing a lot more spin kicks now. Spin kicks, leg kicks.
And he's throwing the calf kicks, which is kind of interesting. Jesus, that just sailed over Poirier's head.
Yep,
Connor's throwing
bombs.
some nice combinations, man. Oh, there goes Poirier going for that calf kick again.
Oh, nice calf kick landed from Dustin. Oh, and a nice 1-2 from Poirier as well.
Is it just me or I'm sweating, man? This is like
yeah,
crazy.
I'm nervous for this fight. This is a huge fight. This is massive. This is make or break for Conor McGregor. He needs a W here. He gets the win. He moves on. He fights for the title. He loses. You start to question whether he ever fights for a championship again, whether he's still elite.
Listen, man, the way he fought against Cowboy Cerrone, he went in there and just dissected Cowboy.
Very
and that's
aggressive.
the way you got to fight.
Oh, Conor
Yeah,
with a nice
very
left
aggressive.
hand.
Oh,
Dustin ate it. Oh, nice 1-2 from Poirier. Oh, another right hand from Poirier. He's got Conor hurt. Conor clinching up. Wow. That was a nice 1-2 from Dustin Poirier that seemed to stun Conor. Conor went to clinch up. Poirier reversing the clinch now, pushing Conor into the fence. Going.
What the hell?
Well, Conor's going for a guillotine to counter the single leg attempt here from Dustin Poirier.
Oh!
Whoa, Conor going for the guillotine.
Holy
Dustin
shit.
needs to defend this guillotine with his whole life. Dustin looking to pass the guard of Conor and keep the angle. Conor doesn't have the guard. He needs to lock Dustin up in his guard. He seemed to have a good grip in the neck, but it's only one hand. I think Dustin's going to be able to slip out.
Listen, Poirier is holding that arm out. He slipped out. Good defense, man, by Poirier.
Oh, yeah. Poirier is now out of the guillotine attempt, and he's on top of Conor McGregor in Conor's guard with 2.5 minutes left in the first round. Conor McGregor is on his back. Thank you, Harold Schneider, dropping the super chat. Appreciate you, Harold. You are now the super chat leader. You just, I think, tied Patrick. You say you're #1 fan, but you are the leader. I think Patrick and Harold are tied. Dustin Poirier right now on top of Conor McGregor, looking to pass the guard.
Conor's doing some really nice jiu-jitsu there,
He's going to tire Conor, I think.
Oh, my goodness.
Nice elbows from the bottom from Conor, though.
Jesus,
Dustin can't keep eating those. Conor's aggressive from his back, but...
Holy shit, boys.
Oh, big elbows now. Dustin laying it in, firing some elbows back now at Conor. Conor eating some big shots. Wow.
Can this continue, man? Are they going to get out of this round? This is crazy, man. I'm impressed with Conor on his back.
He's keeping Dustin in his guard, but Dustin seems content with staying in the guard and laying in big shots on top of Conor McGregor. And if, this is where you want Conor McGregor, on his back. He's less dangerous on his back.
What did Conor do? He kind of did this.
Oh,
man,
Dustin
Poirier's
laying in
trying to throw some heavy
punches.
rights.
Nice ground and pound from Dustin Poirier. Conor trying to throw elbows from his back, but he's eating a ton of shots. Oh, another big right hand from Dustin. He's pouring it on. Conor with big up kicks. Oh, that one wobbled Dustin, and Dustin dropped back in his guard. He didn't want to take any more of those. Conor landing some good up kicks right now. But Dustin back in the guard with elbows smashing down on Conor McGregor.
Jesus.
35 seconds left in the first round.
Oh, Conor got a guillotine.
Conor looking for the guillotine, but Dustin slipped out pretty easily. It was more of a front headlock than a guillotine. He didn't have the neck. He had the head. Oh, Poirier landed more elbows, more punches.
What was that?
What was what?
Poirier
said, "I want to stand him up." He said he yelled. He backed up and he yelled to the ref, "I want to stand him up." Oh, Conor's hurt bad. Connor's hurt bad. His leg just buckled. It's done. It's done. Dustin Poirier pouring it on. It is over. Connor's leg completely buckled. He broke his leg or ankle or something. But when he got back up, his leg completely buckled. His ankle is broken. He stood up. His ankle was done. He got dropped. He got beat up. He was absolutely obliterated. Wow. Connor's ankle's broken. It's over. Man.
It's done. Fight's over. And it's a shame because Conor was doing really well off his back. If it would have went to the next round, it would have been something really impressive. It's a shit way to lose a fight. This is kind of like Anderson Silva with Weidman. Just a shitty way to lose, man.
I don't think Herb Dean stopped the fight. I think the round ended. Herb Dean didn't jump in there to stop the fight. He jumped in to end the round, but then he realized Conor's ankle was completely done, and then he stopped the fight.
Yeah, so, you know what, man? This is that kind of sucks, man. Because it's a win for Poirier, but, man, it's not even a real win. His fucking ankle is separated.
I'd say it's a real win. He beat the shit out of him and finished him in one
Conor
round.
would have.
No, come on.
That second round would have been worse for Conor.
Look at this. Look. I want to see how. Oh,
you see how Conor looked when he stood up?
The leg. Oh my God! It's a Anderson Silva all over again. Anderson Silva.
Oh, that's really bad. Yeah, that's really bad.
That's bad.
He stepped wrong on it. But look, he was beat up. Look at his thigh. His thigh is mangled. Like this guy took a beating. Look at his face.
Oh, fuck the thigh, man.
He's on wobbly legs. Sure.
Jesus.
Sure,
Murphy,
the ankle completely snapped. He stepped back on it, but
I feel bad for Conor there, man.
It's really bad.
Yeah, it's a bad way. If you're gonna lose, man, that's a shitty way to lose. Conor lost to Conor tonight. I'm sorry to say. I don't give a shit what anybody says or whatnot. It was a back and forth first round, and it was great. Conor did well from his back.
Back and forth? That was a 10-8.
No, Dave, come on, man. Come on.
The truth is somewhere in the middle of you guys. It was probably only a 10-9, but it was a definite 10-9 for Poirier, man. Come on, man.
Yeah,
Poirier,
and you know what? Listen, it's just a
Conor was
shitty
on
way
his
for
back.
it to go to the second, man.
Conor got beat up pretty bad there.
Doug's got
he was losing the fight.
He ain't getting he was losing the round like
he
Fred
definitely
said, maybe
lost
10-9. Listen, man, but when you lose an ankle,
Conor
lost to Conor tonight.
Mad.
Conor's mad. I don't know who he was yelling at. Something about that's a stoppage, something. Conor's upset. I'd be upset too.
Look! Oh my God! You should see like the French network. George St. Pierre is cringing. If you see George cringing, you know it's bad, and it was bad. The fucking guy stepped on his ankle, and there was nothing there, just bone to canvas, man. It was disgusting. It was just as bad as the Weidman break, and it was just as bad as the Anderson Silva break. Holy fuck! And I think he might have broke it on a thigh kick. I don't know. Did he injure himself earlier?
They're showing us replays now to try and figure out, but I don't know.
What the fuck, man? That was horrible. That's the end of Conor,
bad injury also for him because he's going to be out a while. And
listen,
you were saying a loss would be bad for his career, but now a loss with a lot of time off, I don't know. Maybe the next fight for Conor.
What this does do, though, Fred, is it saves Conor from being clearly beaten and outmatched. Like, he lost this fight, Dustin beat him, but the way Conor lost, because his ankle kind of broke and weird shit happened, people can still believe in Conor McGregor at a high level. Like, he lost, but he didn't lose everything. Like, if he gets knocked out, or if it's like the last fight, right? If the same thing happens like the last fight where Conor's clearly beat by Dustin Poirier, then it's like, okay, Conor's totally done. If he gets choked out, whatever. But here, like, His ankle fucking buckled on him when he went the wrong way. He was losing the fight, but
you know what?
He's still a guy that you could. He's still a guy you could build back up. Like if he fought Nate Diaz in his next fight, right? And Dustin Poirier fights Charles Oliveira. Say Dustin beats Charles Oliveira, and Conor beats Nate Diaz. The UFC could easily give us a fourth fight between Dustin and Conor for the belt, because after this, it's not conclusive. Like Dustin won, he was winning, but it's not like, you know what I mean? Like Dustin didn't make him tap. Dustin didn't knock him unconscious with a punch to the jaw. Like, well, Conor didn't beat Conor. Dustin beat Conor. That Dustin gets the win.
No.
Conor doesn't get anything.
Conor beat Conor because there was still a lot of fight left. It was
Conor.
the first round. Yeah, Connor's ankle beat Conor.
And Dustin Poirier beating the shit out of him too.
No. He didn't beat the shit out of him.
But I wish I could hear what they're saying to each other.
Let me hear.
You guys talk. AJ, talk.
Yeah, I know. Rogan is saying it's a very strange fight. And you know what? He's
it was
right.
weird.
I mean,
oh, you know what is hilarious, though?
What?
Conor McGregor was talking all this shit before the fight, said Dustin Poirier was going out on a stretcher. They are now getting the stretcher for Conor McGregor.
Is that crazy or what?
That's karma, baby.
Man.
Don't say you're going to kill a guy. Don't say you're going to put him out on a stretcher. That's fucking terrible shit. Say you're going to beat him. Say you're going to knock him out, whatever. But he kept saying, like, he's a corpse. I'm going to leave him on a stretcher. He's going to leave the cage on a stretcher. He said this in multiple interviews. And now Conor is the one. They're getting the stretcher for him. He's going to leave on a stretcher. That is fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's weird, man. Like, it's weird.
Good for
AJ
Dustin,
thinks
man.
it was
I like
fixed.
Dustin. He's a veteran.
I mean, listen,
he's
it's
been
just
in a lot of
an
big
unfortunate
fights. Props to Dustin.
It's an unfortunate ending to a fight. I so many fights that I look at in the past where I'm like, holy shit, it's too bad, man. Anderson Silva was one of them. Even I'll go back as far as Pat Cote when he popped his knee when he fought Anderson Silva. I remember that. Obviously, I wanted Pat to win. Pat was the first guy to bring Anderson Silva to 3 rounds, and he kind of backstepped and he pulled out his ACL, and that was the end of the fight. But there's always that question mark of.
Dustin is saying, sometimes these things happen, but I beat the guy, and I agree with that. I think, some weird shit happened to Conor, but Dustin beat him, and Dustin had him beat and was beating him and was winning that fight, and Conor was not coming back. As soon as Conor got back up to his feet, that fight was done. It was done. I didn't see Conor coming back there.
No. Dave, you're wrong, man. 100%. And
no,
you know why
I'm
you're
not,
wrong?
AJ. Actually, you're wrong.
Yeah, you are.
1,000%.
Right.
So kiss my ass. How about that, AJ?
You're 100% right.
Yeah, Fred says I'm 100% right. So suck it, AJ. What do you know?
You
picked Conor McGregor to win, and you're just salty because your boy lost. And you know what?
I'm salty.
I'm happy because Team Dave comes through again. My parlay of Dreykus, O'Malley, and Dustin Poirier came through once again. Team Dave cashing it in. Thank you very much.
Listen, man, that was just a terrible way to end
Acme
the fight.
Toon says, I'm cutting you off, AJ, because I don't care what you say anymore because you're being ridiculous. It's past your bedtime, old man. Acme Toon says Dustin would have still beat him. Give it up, AJ.
How do you know?
And Acme Toons also says this gives Conor stands excuses, which it totally does. Conor says it's not over. Conor says it's not over. Suck it, AJ. It is over. Dustin said it was check kicks that broke his leg. Conor's still talking shit. Wow, Conor's super mad.
Of course he's mad because it's a shitty way to lose. You think Anderson Silva was so happy when he lost the fight to Weidman? No.
Conor's like, this is not
over. That's what I'm saying.
I love Joe Rogan sitting in the octagon with Conor McGregor doing this interview, just so casual. While they put Conor McGregor's leg in this brace and get ready to stretcher him out. My God.
I'm liking the cockiness of Dustin Poirier, man. Dustin Poirier is not backing down. He's jawing back.
Yeah, because fuck Conor. Like, Conor's still talking shit. He's like, oh, whatever. You didn't really beat me, and it's bullshit, and it's not over. And Dustin's like, yeah, I just whooped your ass. Look at you. You're the one leaving on a fucking stretcher. Get out of here.
Look, I don't know what fucking fight you guys have been watching, but I saw a guy who stepped backwards and had his ankle broken by his own weight. No one kicked it. No one fucking submitted his ankle to break it. Conor broke himself, and that's it. Did he lose the fight? Of course he lost. He can't stand up. But is it a fair conclusion to a 5-round fight? No, we don't know. And that's the thing. And I'm going to tell you, the trilogy, what do you call 4 fights after? Rocky 4? I mean, this is what's going to happen. Equality. And you know what? It's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm sure, Khabib is probably saying the same thing. Oh, man, that sucks because I was waiting to come back to fucking trash Conor.
You know what? Dustin's going to take it, and he'll take that paycheck again. I mean, yep. Dustin would rather fight Conor than fight for the title right now. That's why he took the Conor fight, because Dustin could probably fight for the title, but that Conor fight's a way better paycheck. So whenever McGregor's ready, Dustin Poirier is going to be ready again for him.
Oh, no, but I think it'll take a while for Conor to be ready, though.
Yeah. An ankle break like Connor's that is dude, listen, if it's a shin, like Anderson Silva or Weidman, it's an easier fix. But when it's an ankle like that, man, you don't know what's going to happen. His career could be over, and we're going to find out soon. The thing is that if he does recover from this, it's going to take at least maybe a year. And you know what? We'll see Conor come back, maybe fight like Dustin, maybe fight Oliveira at some point. But here we are. Conor's being wheeled out on a stretcher, just like he called it. He was right, man. He was right about
Oliveira's
the stretcher part.
Attire.
Look, Connor's just
looks gangster with all that.
Yeah, nice suit from Charles Oliveira. He's getting interviewed now.
You see Conor, he's getting wheeled out, and he's still cheering, and he's high-fiving the fans. The guy is like a cartoon character for real.
He made a lot of money, but he got his ass beat, and now his value dropped significantly after what happened tonight.
Listen, man,
Right. Thank you, Doug Hepburn, for dropping the super chat. You are now the super chat leader of the night. Thank you, Doug. He says, AJ, go Italia. I'm Scottish, but whatever.
Yeah, man. But listen, man, I'm just disappointed, just like everybody else is. You wanted to see a fight, and it's a bad way for anybody to end a fight is like something as devastating as that. You don't want to see that. I don't want to see that on Poirier. I don't want to see that on Conor, especially when it's a main event fight. We saw that with Anderson Silva. We saw that with Weidman. I saw that with Mirko Krokop back in the days with Gonzaga with that leg kick that twisted his leg. I mean, this shit happens, and it ruins the careers of fighters. Anderson Silva was never the same after his leg broken. Weidman is never going to be the same after his leg was broken. And it's going to be the same thing for Conor. I don't think Conor will ever be able to fight the way he did with a break like that. I mean, you got to look at how bad this break is. I mean, is his Achilles tendon ripped as well? Is the bone is obviously broken off. I mean, this is a nasty, nasty injury. It's a shame, man. Because I want to see. Yeah, listen, when you do enough combat sports or you do wrestling, jiu-jitsu, whatever, you see a lot of nasty nasty injuries. And you know what? Some injuries you just can't come back from, and it's unfortunate. And I hope Conor does come back, but it's just unfortunate for this to be the way it might end for him. And listen, man, all the highlight reels tomorrow and all the newspaper clippings are going to show Conor's leg twisted like a pretzel. Fuck, it's ridiculous. But
Khabib Nurmagomedov. Good always defeats evil. Very happy for Dustin Poirier. I hope you will get the belt end of the year. Khabib's thoughts.
There he goes, man.
On the fight.
I guess
AJ is just mad because Conor lost, and he picked Conor, and he's wrong. And whenever he picks somebody wrong, he'll go on and on and on about how they should have won. And if Conor didn't break his ankle, he would have beat Dustin Poirier in the second round. He would have knocked him out. And that's what AJ is going to say over and over again. And you just can't let it go. When somebody you pick wins, you gloat and gloat, and then when somebody you pick loses, you make excuses forever until the end of time.
Look, listen.
Classic AJ tonight. Thank you.
No, it's not classic AJ. I'm really sure there's a lot of people that will agree with me when they say that they would have liked to see this fight and in a way that fights usually end. By a submission, by a TKO, by a decision win. That's what you want to see. You don't want to see any leg break. I didn't want to see Anderson Silva break his leg and never become champ again. That's what I'm trying to say is it's not a good way to see a main event that people were so hyped for. It was an amazing card, and it's a shitty way for it to end. That's what I'm coming down to. If Conor was going to lose fair and square, in the next rounds, then you could say he lost fair and square. But the guy broke his fucking ankle, man, stepping back. There was no check on it. There was nothing other than just an unfortunate step back that broke his ankle, his leg, whatever. I mean, it just sucks, dude. That's all I'm saying. You wouldn't want to see the second round? You wouldn't want to see a third, fourth, fifth round? I wanted to see that. And I'm sure the 30,000 people in that stadium wanted to, and the millions around the world did.
Yes. I agree with
like
you,
Conor,
AJ.
hey,
I would have liked to have seen.
Conor,
okay,
this
AJ.
is not a way to lose.
Fucking AJ.
Sorry, bud. Don't give a fuck, man, what you think. I'm telling you straight up. It's not a good way to lose, man. See, people wanted more, man. I agree.
Conor has to talk about Dustin's wife. That's his trash talk now. He's got to make it personal like that.
Good.
Yeah,
Conor
he can
lost,
keep doing
man.
that stuff. Yeah, he
let's
lost,
talk,
AJ.
Let's
Give
talk
it up.
about. Yeah, exactly. See you next year, Conor.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. He
Yeah,
lost.
next year.
It was what it was. You could be mad about it all you want, but, he lost the fight, AJ.
No, I
He got
agree with that.
beat.
He lost the fight.
And he
due
was
to,
losing. He was losing
injury.
quite badly. And yes,
I
it would
don't
have
know
been
about the
better to
quite
see a
badly.
conclusive finish. It would have been better to see it end conclusively, but I don't think in any way that Conor was going to come back from what he took in that fight at that point.
Look, man.
Like Acme Tunes
don't
is
know what's
saying,
gonna
we
happen.
all know what would have happened in the second round.
We don't. We
all know
don't
except
what's
for
gonna happen in the
AJ.
second-
Everybody except for
No,
AJ knows.
No, not at all. We
Fred,
don't know
what do
what's
you
going to
think
happen
would
in
have
the
happened
second
in the
round.
second round?
We don't know what would happen in the third, fourth, fifth, because it didn't happen.
Same
You
thing.
can't say something will
Same
happen
thing.
if it didn't happen.
Right? Conor just gets beat up and gets TKO'd, right?
How do you know?
Yeah.
Listen,
I mean,
maybe
did
it's
you
a
not watch
possibility.
the fight, AJ? Did you see how it was going?
Listen, I saw how it was going. I saw a guy break his leg, so I didn't see the second round, so I can't say that Conor would have lost the second round. This is the fighting business, and if you don't know how it ends
that.
fights, we could look at Anderson. We could look at Anderson Silva versus Chael Sonnen, and everybody was looking at Anderson Silva losing that fight, hands down. But not even a minute to go in that fight, Anderson Silva was able to slip in a triangle and an arm break, and it was the
Yeah,
end
we're
of that.
good.
So you
All right,
never
AJ.
know who's going to win till it's over, till
See
the
you
fat
tomorrow,
lady
AJ.
sings.
All right, AJ.
Tonight the ankle broke.
All right, I just put AJ on timeout because he's just never going to stop, We got to put AJ on timeout
it was
sometimes.
it was pretty obvious. And even so Conor tried 2 guillotines. The first one, maybe he had a good grip on it, but it wasn't even close. And the second one was really not close. Poirier got out of it easy. Conor was already tired. His arms weren't there, nothing. So, no, Conor's only chance was standing up, and the fight wasn't much standing up. So, and even standing up, Poirier did good. In the second fight, I thought Conor won the first round because of the stand-up, but this first round was all Poirier, even the stand-up, everything.
Yeah, I think that it was even a mistake for Dustin Poirier or for Conor to go for that guillotine. I don't think it was a smart move because, how did it work out for him? He didn't land it. It wasn't there. And then, he wound up on his back and he took a lot of damage once he got there. So, all right. Brooklyn Lizard agrees with AJ, but I think Brooklyn Lizard is the only one who does. I think she's in cahoots with AJ somehow. Patrick C. Hamilton says, I agree with AJ. It was possible that Conor could have submitted Dustin. I mean, I don't. AJ, you think it would have been a submission? You think Conor's tapping Dustin with what, like a go-go plata? Like knee bar? AJ?
Was that? I'm back. Holy shit, you brought me back.
Forget it.
Listen, man,
AJ. I'm ending the show. You're done.
Listen, guys, don't be mad. It's just a shitty way for a fight to end. Let's all agree on that. That's all I'm saying. It's just a shitty way for a
Yeah,
fight.
it would have been better
this
had it been
magnitude
more
to occur.
conclusive.
Okay,
Yes,
but let's agree
exactly.
that Conor would have lost either way.
No, I can't. You can't agree on
Agree
something
with
that doesn't happen. It's like me saying, okay, I agree that you're gonna submit me tomorrow. No, it can't happen until you do it. You don't. It's you know, if you haven't fought, man. Like if you haven't listen, fighting is all about the grit about it. You know, you can look like you could get a beating, and you can still come out of it and win. We've seen that many times, over and over and over again. We just don't know what's gonna happen. The fight was not conclusive. It was just a bad, unfortunate way to end. Did Dustin Poirier win the first round? Yeah, he probably won 10-9. I agree with that, but nothing more than that. And I think Conor was doing really well in the ground game. He tried to guillotine this guy twice. He gave him like a hard time with elbows. It was a back and forth. It was
man.
listen.
Yeah,
It
they
doesn't
were
matter if it's
mistake
shitty or not.
guillotines. They were mistakes.
Listen,
They were
Dustin
errors
Poirier
of
had
judgment.
to climb the.
Tactical
No, they weren't.
errors.
Dustin Poirier,
No, they were tactical
Dustin-
errors. He wound up on his
he
back
still
and he
got
got the
caught in
shit
it.
kicked out of him. It was an error to go for the guillotine. Didn't
Man,
work,
you
and he
guys,
got
man,
fucked up, and he
listen, the
lost
last
the
time I
round
checked,
because of
this
it.
is an
He
MMA
lost the round
last
because
time
of
I
it. He
checked-
wound up on his
The
back.
last time I checked, this is an MMA game, and that's what it is. So you can say what you want, but Conor could submit any one of us here, anytime, any place, anywhere. And what he did to Dustin Poirier was exactly what you have to do if you're going to be on your back. And you know what? Poirier had to climb the octagon to get out of that guillotine. And you know what? He got out of it.
Climb the
Great,
octagon?
but still, he literally climbed the octagon. Just watch the footage again, and you'll see that. And the thing is that what it comes down to is that you still got to give the reason of doubt. You don't know what was going to happen in the second, third, fourth, or fifth round. And if Conor was going to lose fair and square, then we could all say that Conor lost fair and square. Right
Well, you
now,
wouldn't.
it's just a shitty way. I would, because just like I do with every other fighter, if they lose, they lose. You can't dispute a loss when it's not judged by like some guy like that's giving 1 point over another. Where we look at some fights where someone gets the win and we're like, how the hell did that happen? You know, but the thing is that if the guy is gonna get beat, this was gonna be this was gonna be fireworks, man. You know, it's just a shitty way for 264 to end. And I really feel bad for Conor. Yeah, he talks a lot of trash talk. At the end, he's super mad, and he shouldn't be calling out anybody like the guy's wife and whatnot. You know, but Poirier knows
That
as he's going
guillotine was
back that
nowhere near,
that
man.
people are.
He didn't have the
Listen,
legs around him.
it doesn't
Nowhere
it doesn't
close.
matter. He tried to get the legs around
It
him.
wasn't
The thing
even
is that
close,
you
man.
still gotta try.
Yeah,
You
tried,
gotta
but
try
he
what you can.
He failed
But he still
those.
got it.
And you're saying the
He
guillotine was
wants it
close.
real
It wasn't
bad.
close.
It wasn't.
He
I didn't
wants
say
it
it was
real
close.
bad.
What I'm saying is that Poirier had to still defend himself to get out of that guillotine. This is not a fucking baby cakewalk. These are professionals that are going at it. So every mistake is like a chess move. One wrong move and it's over. So it might not look like anything, but Poirier had to defend himself from that. But what it comes down to in the end, it's still there's still going to be that question mark. And even in Poirier's going to be hammered with
Right.
like what would happen if
So,
he went to
AJ,
the second. He's going to say, "Oh, I
here's the
would have
thing.
beat him up and I would
Here's
have
the
done
thing.
this."
You're
And Conor's
right.
going to say the same thing.
You're right in a way. There will be a question mark, but only to people like you. Only to the Conor
no.
super fans. Only to
I'm
people
not a
like
super
you.
fan. I'm
because
I'm a
most,
fight fan
no,
first.
You're a
I'm
Conor
a fight
super
fan first. No.
Okay.
I'm a fight fan
Can you
first,
let me
and I've been a
finish my
fight fan-
fucking point, AJ? Do I have to put you on timeout again?
Listen, put me on timeout. I don't give a shit. Because the bottom line is that I'm a fight fan first, and it's not about Conor. It just bothers me that it ends this way. It's just a horrible way to end. That's all.
See you tomorrow, AJ.
And I'm gonna
Only
say it
people
tomorrow
like
again,
you
man.
will be
It just
confused about the
sucks.
result. Most reasonable people who watch
How?
that fight will understand that Dustin Poirier was the better man. Most people on the chat, most people on this show, most people who watch the fight will not agree with you, AJ. You will be in the minority of Conor fans that you picked Conor to win, that love Conor, or whatever, that can admit that he was beaten tonight. He was beaten by
Listen,
Dustin Poirier, who
I'm
was
not
the better
saying-
man
listen.
tonight.
Dustin,
And you will be in the
I said it.
minority. And that's
Dustin-
okay. You can have that opinion, and other people will have that opinion, but you'll be
Dustin, I
wrong
didn't
just like you
disagree
are
with
all the
I said,
time.
I didn't disagree. I said Dustin won the first round. He won 10-9. Like Freddie says, that's what I think it was. I don't know what was going to happen in the second round. I don't know what was going to happen further from there because we just don't know. We just know one thing is that Conor doesn't have an ankle right now. And that's it. That's all I'm saying. Regardless of if you think he got smashed in the first round or not, we still don't know what could have happened in the second round. Cool. And that's the thing with Conor, man. Right. Come on, guys.
Well, I don't think there's any point in arguing with this with AJ, Fred, because he's just never, there's never a point in arguing with AJ because he just goes around in circles. So I think we're going to call it a night. All right, AJ? Thank you. Thank you, AJ. Jesus. Anthony McDonough says, don't get this after Raw. Brilliant. Yeah, I mean, thankfully, I don't have to deal with AJ after Raw. I usually only have to deal with AJ once a week, and that is plenty. Especially on fight nights. I feel like on Ringside on Thursday nights, a little bit earlier, you're not as cranky and old, and maybe you're not drinking on Thursday nights. But on Saturday nights, man, you are just your logic is just not there. I don't know what's going on with you, but when you watch fights, I think it's a bad influence on you. I don't know what's going on with you.
Listen, man. No, because you haven't fought in a ring. That's why, and that's the difference. No. And I'm going to tell you something.
Oh, okay.
You can say what you want, but the thing is that it's just all I'm saying is that this was a shitty way to lose. It was a shitty way to lose or end the fight. That's all. Were you happy when Anderson Silva lost his leg? No, you weren't happy. You know what I mean?
Thank you to Douglas Hepburn. You are the Super Chat leader of the night. Appreciate you, Doug. Thank you, Doug. Thank you to Harold Schneider. Thank you to Patrick C. Hamilton for supporting the show tonight. We thank Antoinette as well. Jason Pete, the members of the channel. Don't forget to join this channel. More members we have, the more shows like this we can do. I mean, the more members we have, the more responsibility I feel to do shows like this. That's really how it is. So, you know what I mean? Like, if we have members, I'm like, oh, I guess I have to do a show. There's like a bunch of people that are members. I have to do it for them. I guess I have to deal with AJ again, but I don't know.
Hey, listen, man, I don't know why you're spewing on me when I have the right to say what I feel.
I'm going to spew on you all the time.
Listen, as a fight fan, and you can agree with me that it was just, I'm sure you were looking forward for more than just that. If he would have got knocked down in the first round, it would have been at least justified.
AJ, the show's over. Jesus, we've been through this a million times, man. We get it.
I know, man.
What are you talking about? Why are you still talking about it? Fucking AJ Vortex over there? What's going on with you? Figure it out.
Listen, man, you're the one that's fucking dissing me, and I'm just trying to defend myself, saying I'm not happy with the ending. That's it.
Are you done?
Yeah,
Go England. I hope Italy loses terribly because of what you've done tonight. Yep. Freddie and I are both turning on you. Go England. I hope Italy loses 5-0 tomorrow because AJ's been a total ass tonight. All right? Thanks, everybody, for the show.
Marshmallows.
We'll be back here Thursday night, 8 p.m. AJ, you're starting to look like a marshmallow. Thursday night, 8 p.m. for more Ringside Report MMA, possibly. I don't know. See you later.